It's time now for Cody High School basketball on 103.3 The Range. Coming up, it's the build-up to tip-off pregame show, presented by Cody Ace Hardware. You'll hear about today's matchups, updates about Cody High School athletics and around the state, and pregame interviews with both head coaches. Tip-off is moments away for Cody High School basketball. Now, sending you out to the court for today's games, here's the voice of the Bronx and Phillies, it's Wyatt Barichka.
And a good Tuesday evening to you. It's a little before the evening, but we're going to just call it anyway. As you are listening live to Cody High School basketball right here on 103.3 The Range or online at myheartmountainradio.com for the video stream for our visual audience tuning in to this broadcast. This is your build-up to tip-off pregame show. It's presented by Cody Ace Hardware. It's your home, lawn, and gardening care store. Make sure you visit them at the Beck Lake Plaza on top of the Grable Hill in Cody. Also, a big thanks to Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be, and State Farm agent Jen Tellich. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, it's the first time Cody High School basketball is on the airwaves in just under a month. The last time we were on the air, we were here in Lander for the Cody Phillies, where they would go 2-1 in that tournament. Their only loss to Douglas in a contest that would start a first of 3-game losing streak for these Cody Phillies. They were in action this past weekend in Denver, Colorado, where they took on 3 really good quality opponents. They would go 1-2, though, losing the first 2 to Denver East and also Democracy Prep out of Nevada in their contest. They would get a win though against Chatfield on the final day, which was on Saturday, and they would come out with a win in that contest. Trying to give you all the scores from those: 62-48 against Chatfield, 51-45. The Cody Phillies fell to Democracy Prep, and the Denver East final was 47-39. This time, the Cody Phillies, though, in Lander are going to be taking on the home team in this contest against the Lady Tigers of Lander Valley, sitting with a 4-3 record. They would have a tough go in the Douglas Classic, winning just 2 games, winning 1 game and falling in 2 others. Those losses to Wheatland and Douglas. We're going to step aside for our first timeout. We're going to take a 90-second timeout. When we come back, we'll talk more about this matchup on paper and the history between these 2 teams. This is Cody Phillies basketball live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. We're back in 90 seconds.
When life slows you down, Kenya Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Kenya Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just condition, in a caring and supportive environment. Kenya Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Kenya Therapy. Visit KenyaTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahauchi equipment and service needs. Takahauchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahauchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahauchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
We continue our build-up to tip-off pregame show presented by Cody Ace Hardware. Now back to Wyatt Barichka.
Continuing our build-up to tip-off pregame show presented by Cody Ace Hardware, your home lawn and gardening store in Cody. Well, this will be the 26th meeting since you got to go dating back to all the way to 2008 for their contest, where Cody is currently 14-11 dating back at that time. The last game was played in March 3rd of 2018. The Cody Phillies riding a one-game winning streak against the Lady Tigers from Lander Valley, 71-56. In the last four, Cody is 3-1, and Lander's last win would come on January 19th, 2018, winning 51-46. That is the history between these two teams as far as we can go back in time. And big thanks to Max Preps for their help on that one. Let's take a look at the matchup on paper. We'll start with the opposing team for the Phillies tonight in the Lady Tigers of Lander Valley. They're head coached by Drew Powell in his second season. He's the third coach in the last 4 seasons for these Lady Tigers after Cyril Stauffenberg coached a while here for Lander and Melinda Cox taking a 1-year season with these Lady Tigers. Now Drew Powell again in his second season where the Lady Tigers stand with a current record of 4-3. Scoring-wise, they average about 50 points per contest, surrendering 37. And rebounding-wise, they do out-rebound their opponents 28-24. Shooting-wise, they are 25 from three-point land. Opposing teams will shoot 26% from three-point land, 44 from from inside the arc, while the opponents of Lander Valley shoot 37%. And at the line, the Lady Tigers shooting just 54%, while opponents shooting 62% from the line. For the Cody Phillies, they score roughly about 62 points per contest. They surrender about 35 per game. They do out-rebound their opponents, almost double, 33-17. Shooting-wise, the Cody Phillies inside the arc, 54%, while opposing teams shoot about 36%. Three-point land, it is 25% for Cody, 24% for opposing teams. And from the line, I do have the Cody Phillies at 54%. Opposing teams shooting 70% against this Cody Phillies squad. If there's one thing you do got to see, it is turnovers and also the free throw opportunities that the Cody Phillies get tonight. I know that was something that we talked about with head coach Chris Wagner, which we'll get into here in just a moment. That is your look of the matchup on paper, and taking a look at some players to look out for. We'll start with the Lady Tigers. They're led by Daisy Goklish. She's a sophomore, averaging about 16 points per contest tonight, and Hayden Goggles, the other double-digit scorer for the Lady Tigers at 10 points per game. Grace Hayes for the Cody Phillies, averaging about 20 points per contest. She does lead the rebounds and steals for Cody as well. You got Sydney Simone, who is a deep threat shooter, shooting about 39% from three-point land. And all these Cody Phillies can get going at any moment in the game. So, I mean, they're all these Cody Phillies to stand out for, but we'll take a look at those stats before the Denver East tournament with Grace Hayes averaging about 20 points per game. And with that, we're going to send it now to our pregame interview with head coach Chris Wagner. I want to make sure we get this full pregame interview in, and with that, we'll send it there right now.
It's time now for our pregame interview. Sending it back to the court with Wyatt Barichka with head coach Chris Wagner.
Head coach Chris Wagner of the Cody Phillies. And coach, first off, let's go back to this past weekend where you guys were in Denver. Just what was that kind of opportunity like, and what the experience was for this team?
Oh, it was awesome. One, just the bonds that we made over that whole trip. You know, we're leaving at 7 a.m. on New Year's morning, long bus ride, just hotel time, bus time, just plenty of that. And then just, you know, we did find some times throughout the day when we weren't playing to go just do some team activities and that. So overall, just the entire experience of that was great. The basketball was awesome. Got to see some, we could truly say it was some elite level competition when, you know, we're hearing two of the teams are nationally ranked. You know, one's the #1 team out of Nevada. One's, you know, got to be a top 5 in California at the time. So getting a chance to watch them was really cool. And just, you know, every team there, quality team. So it was great. It was cool. That was just the girls basketball tournament. Everything was at that gym just for us and that. So their coaches and, you know, all their their staff at the school and that put that on. They did a phenomenal job. It was amazing. So I can't thank them enough and be grateful for the entire opportunity. Like I said, I think it's something we're going to be talking about for a long time for sure.
I was just say, you guys, just the pictures of everything on social media showed you guys had a good time too. But the competition you played too, you guys were competitive in all 3 of those games. Just what does that say about your team and, some of the adversity, riding a 3-game losing streak into that final day?
Yeah, I don't know. I think some people wondering like, wow, why is Cody going down to that? And, yeah, it just showed we can compete with some of those teams. Everybody's kind of got, some of them are traveling from a long ways away. We had a big, long bus drive. Some of them have been flying around on planes. No one was there to make any excuses. Everybody just showed up. And, overall, I was very pleased with, the effort and the competitiveness. Some of the stats will tell us otherwise that, we turned it over 30 times in a game. We lost by 5 points. That's a problem. That's something we got to fix. The first game, which going in, I thought would be a win. We all thought could be a winnable game. And we shoot 25% from the field, and just regardless of everything, I thought we did an okay job defensively. One girl was kind of got off, and we couldn't, figure out much to stop her, but no one else was going. So it all worked out. We held them to a reasonable amount. We just couldn't put points on the board ourselves. And then the last game was good. It was a good one to end on as a team that we were able to pressure a little bit more, find some easier buckets. We didn't shoot as well from outside again like the first game, but we were able to find a way to get easier shots in the paint, get to the free throw line, and do some damage there.
Well, again, good quality competition, Coach, and, you guys don't really get much time. It was 2 days and a week of finals, supposedly, here at the high school. It's just kind of a week, and you guys have to get right back on the road. Still no home games until later in the month, but going back to Fremont County, so a place that you guys have already seen this season, just kind of how you're approaching this game, knowing that you guys did get some games in, but you're also kind of going back into Wyoming high school basketball.
Yeah, try not to... luckily it's a non-conference type thing. There's, every game's important to me, but, luckily it's one of those where we don't have to put a ton into scouting. We just came off a long weekend. We've spent, some time on the film, kind of concentrating on what we need to improve on from that weekend. It's too soon in the week to turn around and try to force in a bunch of what Lander does and try to get, have them fully scouted out. So that was kind of our approach tonight. I've looked at the film a little bit, just a little bit. Of some of their older games, just trying to pick up some basic stuff, what they do offensively and a little bit defensively, and I'll do a little bit more of that tonight just so I have that knowledge going into the game. But our bigger emphasis was kind of fix the stuff that we saw we struggled with this past weekend.
So I'm going to ask you a question. I'm sure you already said the answer. You can elaborate more. But normally I ask what the X factor difference is going to be. But, kind of coming back, what are some things you want to emphasize in this game?
Just being sharper with the ball. I don't think we're going to get pressured like we did with some of the teams down there that could flat out bring it. But regardless, just being sharper with our decisions, crisper with the ball. The last game, I think we got our shot blocked 10 times, I think, in the Chatfield game. That's way too much. And it wasn't like it was, athletes just running around, swatting shots out of the air. We were just literally just shooting the ball into their hands, or we get stuck in positions, and we're just allowing the defense to get the hand on the ball too many times. And it's tough to run any offense. You can't get in any continuity. You can't get in any sort of a rhythm when the defense is getting hands on the ball every single time, or we're throwing passes that are way off the mark. So to me, that's the big X factor. And like I said, it may not mean we'll turn it over as much, but can we pass the ball crisply and get to some of that more efficient scoring, which we need to, coming off those games. Like I said, we didn't shoot very well, so that'll help.
Perfect, Coach. Is there anything I left out, anything you want to mention before we head into the break? National anthem here at Lander Valley High School at the Bob Curry Memorial Fieldhouse on this Tuesday evening here. Wyatt Barichka with you. Big thanks to McKenna back in the studio who makes all the things possible on the radio side of things. And the starting lineup is being introduced here. And we will start with the team that is going to be in their road blues today. Gold numbers, gold lettering. And it's Phillies on the striped shorts on each side. It will start like this for the Phillies. It will be number 0, Ellie Talent. She'll be followed by the sophomore, number 4, Macy Ball. It's the lone senior of this team. It is Sofia Radakovic, followed by the sophomore, Grace Hayes. Again, mentioning 20 points per game in the season before that Denver tournament. And wouldn't be surprised if that goes up as the season goes on. And number 24, who can get it going from beyond the arc. It is Sydney Simone for the Phillies. Again, Ellie Tallich, Macy Ball, Sofia Radakovic, Grace Hayes, and Sydney Simone, the 5 for the Phillies. And the Lady Tigers in their home whites, green numbers, green lettering, trimmed in black. It will look like this. The sophomore, number 0, Daisy Goklish. She'll be followed by the senior, Kendall McFadden. It's number 13, the senior, Zoe Mahal, and followed by the junior, number 14, Hayden Goggles. And to round up the lineup, it's number 34, Dagan Reihard. Cody, Phillies going to be going from right to left. The Lady Tigers will start from left to right. It will be Radakovic and McFadden in the center circle. And we are underway here as the opening tip is going to be controlled by the Phillies as Grace Hayes is going to bring it up for the Phillies. Again, going from right to left, she'll hand it off to Simone at the top, now inside the arc. Simone picks up her dribble now, matched up there by Mahalan. Here's the drive in by Talich for 2. Can't get that first shot to go. Radakovic on the rebound, looks to put it back up. She'll be fouled, and she'll be going to the line early on in this game as we're not even 30 seconds in, 21 seconds in to be exact, as the Lady Tigers will pick up their first personal foul and go against Reinhardt. And Radakovic will go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. The first one is up. It's good. And the Cody Phillies will score first. And normally it's the opposing team getting the first score in the contest, but the Phillies getting it going early here. Second free throw from Radakovic is perfect, and the Phillies start perfect from the line. 2-0 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, the way banking should be. As the Lady Tigers' first offensive possession is going to see Reinhardt at the logo up top, matched up by Radakovic. Phillies running man-to-man defense. 7:26 left to play, quarter number 1. Goggles now goes right side now, back up to the middle, poked away by Grace Hayes, and she's got nobody in front of her, and she'll lay it up and in. And Grace Hayes will get 2 for the Cody Phillies. It's 4-0 now on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Goggles will get over the midcourt stripe, try to drive all the way in. We'll get a foul called, and we're going to get 2 free throws for Goggles and the Lady Tigers. 7:05 left to play. They're going to give Radakovic the first foul. It's her first personal, first team foul. And Goggles is going to go to the line again to shoot a pair of free throws. On the season for Goggles, roughly 25%, but she's not had many opportunities from the line, and she'll make her first right there. Brings the goose egg off the scoreboard for the Lady Tigers. It's 4-1 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Final free throw is up. It's good. And both teams 2 for 2 from the line to start. Hayes quickly over the midcourt stripe. Looks to go left side. Give it off to Simone. We'll get a screen from Hayes. Simone goes from left to right. Can't get that shot to go. Fighting for the rebound will end up with McFadden for the Lady Tigers. And Radakovic will pick up her second. And they're going to give Radakovic her second, trying to reach in for it. Just was a little over the back, they will say, on that one. 4-2 with 6:51 left to play, quarter number 1. Radakovic will come out. Maddie Boudry checks in for the Cody Phillies. Inbound for the Lady Tigers will be deflected out of bounds. We'll stay with Lander. Let's go from one side of the baseline to the other. Inbound Goklish. Cody Phillies do bring that full court pressure. Lander is able to get it over the timeline. McFadden will give it up to Mahalan, matched up there by Hayes. Here's the swing now to Goggles. Goes inside for the cut for Mahalan. It's taken away by the Phillies. And Boudry brings it up over the midcourt logo. 6:30 left to play. Here's a handoff. Simone fires it for three. Hits off the back iron, and it's going to be a fight for the rebound, and they're going to get Macy Ball for her first foul, reaching over for the rebound. So Cody with 3 team fouls already and 3 personals. Radakovic having 2 of those. And Cody again will bring that full court pressure. They'll back off from it. Goggles will give it up now to Goklish. Right side. Here's a drive-in baseline. Picks up her dribble in the paint. Long pass out to Mahalo. She'll fire 3 from the top. Hits the backboard. It's rebounded, though, by Boudry. And Boudry now quickly over the timeline for the Phillies. She'll stop, fire it for 3. That hits right side iron. Goes to the left side. Rebounded by Talich. Second opportunity for the Phillies. Boudry will give it up now to Simone at the top. Matched up there by Reinhardt. Here's the handoff to Talich in the plate. Floater from 8. Can't get it to go. And here comes the Lady Tigers with Goklish carrying the rebound. Still 4-2 with 5:36 left to play. Shots no good there from Lander. Goklish with the rebound. Fight for the rebound. Will result in a jump ball as Hayes ties it up there. We're going to see Callie Morager check in. Wally Morager, apologize. 5:30 left to play. Quarter number 1 here. Inbound to Reinhardt. Here's the swing up top to Goklish. Goklish will swing into big fan. Pump fake 3. Shives in right side. Bounce pass it out to Mulholland. Mulholland swing it down to McFadden. Inside the paint. Hayes will poke it away. And Hayes will get another turnover. She'll go in and lay it up in for 2. And she's got 4 points. And the Phillies are up now 6-2. And we're going to get another tie up. And the jump ball will favor the Phillies with 5:09 left to play. No turnovers yet for the Phillies. Lander has 3. Talich will inbound it from the baseline. Talich was looking for Morager. Simone does pick it up. Here's Hayes. Fires it from 3 from the right side. Knocks it in and good. Hayes now with 7. Cody leading 9-2 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard as Goggles long pass to Mulholland right side. Was looking to give it up to Goggles, and Lander will turn it over the 4th time tonight. Quick pass over to Talich in the paint. Goes right side, lays it up and in. Ellie Talich with her first bucket of the contest. Cody now leading 11-2 on that Pinnacle Bay scoreboard. Almost poking it away was Talich, which sees Goklish bring it up. We're going to get a foul, though, on the Phillies. They're going to get Maddie Boudry for her first personal foul. We're going to see Brenna Lincoln check in. Brianna Lincoln checks in for the Lady Tigers. Mulholland will make her way to the bench with 4:30 left to play. Reinhardt gets the inbound now to Goklish at the top. Goklish just a little behind that free throw line. It's going to miss everything and go out of bounds. And the Phillies will come up with it. 4:21 left to play. His ball is going to check in. We're also going to see Agadal check in for the first time. Simone and Hayes will check out. Get some rest. Got Morager, Agadal, Talich, Boudry, and Ball in. The 5-4, the Phillies. First quarter action here from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Agadal's at the top, swings it to Talich, left side, outside. Agadal sets the screen. Talich goes the other way with it. Will fire it up for 2. Bounces a few times off the iron. Agadal, second chance. Can't get that one to go. Ball will get a rebound for the Phillies, and we're going to get a whistle. And watch out as everybody's falling on the floor. It's a jump ball. And the Lady Tigers will come up with the basketball after the tie-up. Under 4 to play here. McFadden left side, outside. Will bounce pass it off to Lincoln. There's a swing to Reinhardt. They're still on that left side. Reinhardt, long pass kicked out. Goggles will fire it for 3. A little too much going to that right side. His ball is trying to create a tie-up. It's out of bounds. His ball was the last one to touch it. And Lander will get it from the baseline. Goggles to inbound. Reinhardt looks to swing it to Goklish, but Morager there on the defense. Reinhardt's going to give it up to Goklish. We'll get a whistle and another foul, and this is probably going to go against the Phillies because one of the officials is holding up free throws. And Macy Ball just picked up her second, so that is the 15th foul. That does put the Lady Tigers in bonus. And Lincoln is at the line. Lander's only scores have come from the charity stripe tonight. Lincoln looked to make it 3 for 3, does on that one. 11-3 now on your Pinnacle Bay scoreboard. Substitutions coming in is Hayes and Simone check back in for Cody. Lander, no changes in their lineup. Lincoln to make it 4 for 4. Can't get that one to go. It's rebounded by Hayes. And Hayes will bring it over the midcourt logo. Hayes goes right side, now gives it up down to Simone. Simone's matched up there by Goggles, goes left side. Here's a kick out to Boudry. It looked like it got deflected, so it goes up the middle. Boudry pass to Agada in the paint. Agada for the shot. She'll be fouled and go to the line. Do the second trip for the Phillies tonight. They're going to get Goklish on the foul. That'll be her first. Team's just second. With 3:06 left to play, Agda is at the line. First free throw is going to hit the iron a couple of times and fall in. With the Phillies now leading by 9, 12-3 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. One free throw left to go. Agda to make it perfect for the Phillies at the line. Can't do it. Can't get it to go so, but the Phillies an extra opportunity on the offensive side. Hayes to Boudry at the top. Boudry's going to give it to Simone. She's going to pause for a moment, fire a three, hits the back iron. Agada with the rebound, tries to put it back up. Can't get that one to go, and now we're going to have a tie-up for the basketball as Agada and Morager were fighting Goklish for the basketball. And we're going to see some changes for both sides for the Phillies. It's going to be Talich coming in for Boudry. For the Lady Tigers, it's Addie Rounds and Paisley Hollingshead in for Lander. Talich to inbound. Will inbound it to Hayes at the top left side outside. Long pass to Simone. He thought about a three. Drives in the paint. Kick out. Talich fire free left side. Will hit the right iron as it was a little too much on the shot. And the rebound will come courtesy of the Lady Tigers and Addie Rounds. Next offensive possession, Hollingshead was underneath, and we're going to get free throws. She made a cut and got fouled there by Cody. They're going to give this foul off to Agada. She'll pick up her first, team 6. Doesn't matter either way as Lander is in bonus from here on out for the final 2:29. Hollingshead's first free throw is good. And again, all Lander's points have come courtesy of the charity stripe. We'll see Callie Merritt check in for the first time for the Phillies. 12-4 now on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. 2:29 after this free throw from Hollingshead. She goes perfect from the line, and the Cody Phillies have a 7-point lead over Lander. Hayes, long pass over to Simone. Goes back up top to Hayes. Lincoln defensively matched up there on Hayes. Here's a pass to Simone. She fires a three. That one hits back iron. 5 for the rebound. Goes for Hayes. She'll put it up for 2. Rolls around the iron. Doesn't drop. And we're going to get a tie-up. Hayes was trying to go for the rebound. And Hollingshead as well for Lander. But the jump ball will favor the Lady Tigers. 2:08 first quarter action. As the Phillies do bring full court pressure. Goggles matched up there by Hayes. Long pass to Hollingshead's able to get it. Pass off to Rounds. Back up top to Goklish. Right side 3. Takes a unfriendly home bounce. Here's Goklish again for a second chance. That one can't go. And we're going to have another tie-up for the basketball. The arrow will favor the Phillies with 1:49 left to play. So a couple of opportunities for the Lady Tigers. Just can't get that one to go either. And that's kind of how this game has been going. You miss a shot, it's most likely going to be a jump ball. Right now, I have only Phillies 5-1 rebounds, leading the Lady Tigers in that category. Talich kicked up top to Hayes for 3, knocks it in. Hayes with her second 3 of the contest. And she has 10 of the 15 for Cody. Goggles. Long pass to Lincoln. Right side, looks to pass it inside to Hollingshead. Nice pass in there. Hollingshead, though, will give it up to Goggles. Will float it in, count the bucket. And Goggles is going to have a chance for a three-point play. That's the first score from the field for Lander. Hayes will pick up the foul after making that three. And either way, Goggles is going to shoot one here and cut this lead to potentially 7 if she makes it. Goggles free throw, no good. It's Hayes who gets the rebound. And Hayes quickly over the midcourt stripe at the top. Here's the swing to Talich, left side bounce, pass it in. Was looking for Merritt as it goes out of bounds, and we're going to wait for an official, and they're going to say it was last touched by Cody, as Talich was doing everything she could to avoid being the last player to touch the basketball. 1:03 left to play. Cody is up by 8, 15-7 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Goklish has it. Now we'll off the round pass to Hollingshead. This looks like it's a 2, and that is good. Deep 2 for Hollingshead. And that cuts the lead down back to 6. Hayes, Simone looks to respond on that last possession from Lander. That 3 is no good. And we're going to get a foul on the Cody Phillies, and they're going to get Talich for the foul. And that's just more freebies for the Lady Tigers. Is the one going to the line is Goggles. She's got 3. She's got 4 in the contest. Didn't go perfect from the line in her first trip. Lander right now 5 of 6 from the line. First free throw is good. Makes it now 15-10 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Boudry will check in for the Phillies. Morager will check out. Appreciate you tuning in, however you may be tuning in on KBEN. 103.3 The Range. Callie Cody. Goggles will make the second, and that's a perfect trip for Goggles again. She's 4 of 4 from the line. The lead is at 4 with 31 seconds left to play. Hayes to Boudry. Back up to Hayes at the top. Swing to Boudry on the right side. Down to Talich. Up top to Hayes. There's the swing quickly to Simone. Simone to Hayes. 20 seconds left to play. Talich. Long pass for Simone. She has a 3 if she wants it. She fires it. It's going to hit the front iron. No good. Talich, second chance. That one can't go. It's an empty possession for the Phillies. Quickly over. It's Goklish. Left side. Puts up the shot. It's good. And Lander has cut this to a 1-score lead for the Phillies. We're at the end of 1. It's 15-13 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We'll step aside. 30-second timeout. We're back here on 103.3 The Range after this 30-second timeout.
Timeout. Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
This is Cody Phillies basketball on 103.3 The Range.
Starting the second quarter here in just a moment. The Cody Phillies with a 1-score lead. It's 15-13 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Second quarter action about to get started. It will be Lander basketball after Goklish laid it up and in for the Lady Tigers to cut that lead from 4-2. The Lady Tigers just 3 of 9 from the field unofficially. Cody 5 of 15 from the field. They have 2 threes, though, to account for the Phillies. It will be Lady Tiger basketball. They're going left to right. The Phillies right to left. Goggles will inbound it for the Lady Tigers. Will be Hayes, Boudry, Talich, Simone, and Ball. The 5 for the Phillies to start this second quarter, and as Hayes will steal it for Cody. Hayes has a 2-on-2. She'll give it up to Boudry and lays it up and in. And the Cody Phillies will start with a transition buckets. We're back up by 4 for the Phillies. 17-13 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Lincoln will hand it off to Hollingshead. Back up top to Goklish. Goklish on the elbow to Hollingshead. Fires it for three. Hits the back of the iron. And it's rebounded by Hayes, who we'll see Hayes quickly take it up and lay it up and in. Hayes now with 12. And makes the score now 19-13. Similar start to how the first quarter went, where Cody would get a few buckets and Lander would respond late. Three is off the mark from Hollingshead. It's rebounded by Simone. Simone now, right side, gives it up to Boudry. Fires it from the top of the arc. Can't get that shot to go. Back to the Lady Tigers. 6:49 left to play. Second quarter action. As Goklish will turn it over. Was looking for goggles on the cut, just a little too far on that pass. Phillies have the numbers. Bounce pass it off to Hayes. Waits for a moment. Yeah, we'll lay it up and in. And Hayes will make sure she's got some points in this second quarter. Forces Lander take a timeout here. It is a quick 30-second timeout here with 6:35 left to play. Let's give a big thanks to some of our sponsors. That does include Wydot. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every time you get in your vehicle. Every trip, every time. As you know, with the road conditions, it's a little sketchy right now. So for all the Cody fans that made it down here today, big shout out to you guys if you're tuning in. Also, let's give a big thanks to Breadboard Sub Shop. It's your post-game show located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody, and Canyon Therapy for all your physical and occupational needs. 21-13 is the score. The Cody Phillies right now on a 6-0 run to start the second quarter. It will be Lady Tigers basketball. And as I was talking about the foul trouble, right now Radakovich with 2 fouls. She had to exit early in the first quarter, so we'll wait to see when she comes back in, as it's going to be out of bounds, and the Lady Tigers will turn it over. I unofficially don't have Cody for a turnover yet, and I know that's something Coach Wagner was talking about, especially the 31 turnovers they had in one contest. As there's a nice pass to Talich to lay it up and in, as Talich was wide open underneath. And we're now at a double-digit lead for Cody. Biggest lead has been 11 for the Phillies. Here is Rounds, right side. Looks to drive into the paint. Looks to kick it out to McFadden. That'll be a turnover as the pass was a little too far for McFadden to reach it. As I was saying, the Cody Phillies, again, the turnovers is something definitely got to work on, especially after a 31 turnover game. And I think it was a 5-point loss in that contest for the Phillies in that Denver tournament. Inside pass to Talich in the paint. Was looking to give it up the ball. And as soon as I was talking about the Cody turnovers, it is a first turnover I have unofficially for Cody, but a tie up there. We'll see Cody have the basketball. Mulholland checks back in for Lander. Cody on an 8-0 run right now, up by 10 with 5:44 left to play, second quarter. Hayes is at the top, looks inside to Talich, back up to Boudry, bounce pass it off to Simone as 2 Lady Tigers close in. Hayes takes a moment, steps one way and will drill that 3. And Hayes has 7 in the quarter, and Cody is up by 13. Quickly is a turnover for the Phillies. Phillies have 3-on-2. Simone looks to take it all the way. She'll be fouled on the shot, and 2 free throws are coming up for Sydney Simone. She will have her first trip to the line tonight. They're going to give the foul to Daisy Goklish. That will be the first foul for Lander team-wise. Second personal for Goklish. Simone will knock in the first free throw. Makes it a 14-point lead for Cody. It's their biggest of the contest. They can make it 15 on this free throw as Cody's 4-5 from the line. Lander 7 of 8 so far. Second free throw is up. It's good. Yeah, we'll get a substitution as Morager will check in. Also, Radakovich checked back in for the Phillies just a moment ago. 27-13 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Lady Tigers next offensive possession here is it's going to be a turnover from Lander. Here comes Hayes. Hayes to Boudry. Boudry will lay it up and in from the left side, and she's got 4 in the quarter. Cody now leading 30-13 with under 5 to play here in the second quarter. We'll have our Kiel Sanitation halftime report coming up at the end of the second quarter. Smollen's right side looks to drive in baseline. Now has to give it up after picking up the dribble. Here's Goggles. Drives in paint. Kick out Lincoln. She'll fire for a long 2. That one goes around the iron. Can't get it to go as Hayes will pick it up and dribbles. Getting up, so keeps the dribble alive. She'll give it up to Boudry. Boudry to Hayes. Hayes launches 3 from the top. Knocks it in and good as she has 4 threes on the day. She's got 2 in each quarter. And Hayes already with 20 points in the contest unofficially. 33-13 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. McFadden, top on the right side, gives it up to Lincoln up top, matched up there by Boudry. Lincoln picks up her dribble, has to give it up to somebody, gives it off to Reinhardt. Reinhardt right side dribble, loses it, and Mulholland will try to save it, and she's the last one to touch it. That'll be a turnover for Lander. If you're watching live on the video stream, feel free to chime in on that chat. Let us know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in on the radio and on video. Again, the boys will play after the conclusion of the girls' contest. Stelch will bring it up for Cody. Next offensive possession. Here's Hayes. Left side 3 is going to be short. Boudry tried to rebound and put it back up and in. It was underneath, and Lander will come up with it. Lady Tigers next offensive possession. Reinhardt's going to give it up to Mulholland. Down to McFadden up top. Reinhardt swing to Goggles. Fires it from deep 3. Can't get it to go. Boudry secures another rebound. And Boudry's looking to quickly give it off to Morager. It's going to be out of bounds and a turnover for the Phillies. Agadaw checks in for Boudry with 3:21 left to play, second quarter. Cody doesn't bring full court pressure this next defensive possession for them. Reinhardt's going to give it up to Goggles out top, matched up by Hayes. Now there's a defensive switch with Morager now guarding Goggles. McFadden, left side give to Goggles. Goggles is going to look to go in the paint, drive in, shoot it from inside the paint. Can't get the shot to go. Agadaw gets the rebound. And here come the Phillies again. Hayes to Talich. Not about a 3. Drives in paint, left side. Nice move. She'll lay it up and in. And Talich now with 6 in the contest. 35-13 now on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Second quarter action with 2:36 left to play. Hollingshead on that corner right side. Now gives it up to McFadden with 2:29 left to play. Here's Hayes stealing, getting in the passing lane. Makes a move, tries to lay it up, can't get it to go. She'll get her home rebound. And we're going to get a travel on Cody, so that will give the Lady Tigers back the basketball. Boudry will check in for Hayes with 2:20 left to go, second quarter. Cody not bringing much of that full court pressure you normally see in this one so far. Really haven't done it in this second quarter, if not at all. Goggles will give it up now to Reinhardt. Reinhardt is going to swing it now to McFadden. McFadden's being matched up there by Simone. Just trying to make her go right side, but she picked up her dribble. Hollingshead gets the pass and will turn it over as she was trying to avoid the travel. And Simone will bring it up over the midcourt stripe. 1:45 left to play, second quarter. Boudry right side outside. Now we'll bring it up top to the logo. There's the bounce pass off to Simone. Simone to Boudry, left side now. Long pass to Morager. She'll drive into the paint. Bounce pass it out to Simone. She'll go dribble one side, knock the 3 in and good. Sydney Simone with her first 3 of the contest. It gives the Phillies now a 25-point advantage in the first half. Lander still has not scored in this second quarter. It's a 23-0 run for the Phillies. Second quarter action, approaching a minute left to go. Goggles, he's at the top. Boudry matched up there defensively as Agadaw will get in there for the tie-up. It will favor the Lady Tigers, and Agadaw just recognizing that one. If Goggles not watching, was looking for somebody to give it off to, and cause a jump ball. Talich and Hayes check back in. Radakovic and Agnew will check out with 58 seconds left to go in the first half. Goklish to inbound. Lincoln will get the inbound pass. Left side looking to drive in. Now will back it up. Loses her dribble for a moment. Does pick it back up. Now goes to the right side. Trying to find somebody to give it off to. It's Hollingshead inside to Reinhardt. Trying to break that goose egg off the scoreboard in this second quarter as Goklish has it left side. Hollingshead was trying to set up a screen. Goklish is going to drive in. Looks to shoot it off the glass and will drop. And that will finally give Lander their first point of the second quarter. It's going to be a full timeout taken by the Phillies. They'll take their first. We'll step aside for a 30-second timeout. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard right now. Cody 38, Lander 15. Back in 30 seconds on 103.3 The Range.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by Whiteout.
Stream today's game, past games, and listen to future Cody Athletics on the radio and catch live video coverage at myheartmountainradio.com.
Cody scored 23 points before Lander gets their first basket of the second quarter. Cody right now leading by 23. Biggest lead's been 25 in the contest. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows the Phillies up right now 38-15 as Cody does have the basketball. Took their first timeout of the half as Hayes has it for the Phillies. She'll give it up now to Talich. Talich looked like that went off of Hollingshead's head, and the shot is good either way. Hayes is able to score it. She's got 22 in the first half, and that's going to be a turnover for Lander. Cody right now, way better job, at least if you're looking at the pace of turnovers. It's right now Cody has 3 turnovers. Hayes will give it off to Talich. Talich from the elbow with no time left, and that will end the first half of action here as your Kiel Sanitation halftime report is coming up. The Cody Phillies, though, leading this one 40-15. So with that, we'll get that Kiel Sanitation halftime report, and we'll step aside for 2 minutes after that and get you your Kiel Sanitation halftime report in the first half numbers. Cody 40. It is the Lady Tigers 15. So we're back after this from the Kiel Sanitation.
Since 1982, Kiel Sanitation has been the trusted leader in sanitation services throughout the Bighorn Basin. We're a family-run business dedicated to providing top-notch customer service. Whatever your sanitation needs are, Kiel Sanitation has you covered. We offer a comprehensive range of residential and commercial trash collection options featuring a variety of containers. Our roll-off containers range from 10 to 40 cubic yards. We also have 95-gallon roll-out carts and steel dumpsters, including bear-proof containers. Our septic services include thorough, high-pressure back flushing to ensure your system is Kiel clean. For your convenience, we also offer 24-hour emergency septic services. To meet all of your sanitation requirements, we provide portable restrooms for any occasion. Our offerings include standard portable restrooms, hand wash stations, and handicap units. We also specialize in services for the oil field, including portable restrooms, potable water, roll-off containers, and vacuum services. Be sure to check us out, keelsanitation.com. We're also on Facebook. Look for us in there under Keel Sanitation. Give us a call, 307-587-6616. Go Cody Bronx and the Cody Phillies as well.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. You don't need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your mixed selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
We continue the Keel Sanitation Halftime Report. Here's Wyatt Barichka.
It's a 25-point outing for the Cody Phillies, and they held the Lady Tigers to just 2 points in that second quarter to have a 40-15 lead over the Lady Tigers of Lander. It is your Keel Sanitation Halftime Report brought to you by Keel Sanitation. Take a look at the first half numbers here in this contest. The Phillies would outscore Lander 15-13 in that first quarter. Lander did have a little bit of a run going there, or basically just getting more points than Cody in that late first quarter. However, Cody just flipped the switch in the second quarter again. 25-2 was the second quarter score. It's led right now by Grace Hayes with 22 points in the contest. We'll go into more individual numbers in just a moment. For the Lady Tigers, unofficially, I had 4 of 13 from the field, 0 of 5 from three-point land. Right now, most of their points are coming from the charity stripe, 7 of 8 from the free throw line in the contest. For the Phillies, 15 of 28 from the field, unofficially 5 of 10 from three-point land, 5 of 6 from the free throw line as well. Both benches so far only scoring 5 points from the bench. Turnovers, Cody doing a better job today. They are winning the turnover margin 15-3. Just 3 turnovers in the contest, and they're doing a lot from the passing lane for the Phillies. No lead changes, no ties so far. And with that, we'll take another 90-second timeout. When we come back, we'll get some individual numbers. Actually, we'll make it a 60-second timeout. So with that, we'll step aside a 60-second timeout. We'll get some individual numbers next. This is Cody Phillies basketball live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Allstate Agent Dale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Dale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate Agent Dale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting Station, is the Cody Phillies right now leading at the half, 40-15. And we'll take a look at some individual statistics for this one. For the Lady Tigers right now, it's led by Hayden Goggles with 6 points in the contest. Daisy Goklish and Paisley Hollingshead both have 4 points in the ball game at the moment. And right now, we also have Brianna Lincoln with a free throw in this contest so far. That's where the 15 come for the Lady Tigers. For the Phillies right now, it is the Grace Hayes show right now. She has 22 points in the game so far. Ellie Talich also there with 6 points. Maddie Boudry with 4. Sofia Radakovic has 2 free throws in the contest for 2 points. Sydney Simone with 5. And Evelyn Agadal has a free throw in the contest so far. There's where the 40 points for the Phillies come from. If I had steals, I would get an answer on that one, but I don't. Rebounds, the Cody Phillies right now unofficially out-rebounding 12-1. Those are your individual numbers. We'll take a 30-second timeout as second half action is coming up next right here on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting Station. Back in 30 seconds.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
Stream today's game, past games, and listen to future Cody Athletics on the radio and catch live video coverage at myheartmountainradio.com.
Second half about to get underway here from Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. The Cody Phillies, leading the Lady Tigers 40-15 to start the second half. Cody Phillies will start with the basketball going from left to right. The Lady Tigers going from right to left. Wyatt Bridgecott with you live on 103.3 The Range. Back in the studio is McKenna, so big thanks to her for keeping things on the air as we're waiting for a score issue. They just had a foul already given to Lander. They just wanted to make sure that was fixed. And we're underway here. Second half action is going. Is the Cody Phillies again with a 40-15 advantage, starting with the basketball, and they'll start with a turnover, giving it up, stolen there by Kendall McFadden. Goggles has it, right side, drive in, floater from 12, can't get that one to go. Hayes will get the rebound and bring it up for the Phillies. Quickly over the midcourt logo. Goes right side, handoff now to Simone. Simone back to Hayes. She'll take it to the top, swing it to Talich on the left side. Talich to Hayes. They'll slow things down right now as Lander appears to be some kind of zone here. It looks like a 2-3 zone they're running right now. Hayes to Simone. Simone, long pass over the ball. Ball's going to try to drive in baseline. Now we'll back it up top to Hayes. Minute approaching in this third quarter. His Talich shot is no good. Trying to save it was Radakovic, and coming up with it is Goggles. Goggles picks up her dribbles. Talich is there defensively. Gives it off now to Goklish. Goes in the paint. Looks for Mulholland. His last touch there by Hayes. It goes out of bounds. And the basketball will stay with the Lady Tigers. have a pause for a moment for player tying her shoes. Goggles will inbound it from the baseline. 6:50 left to go in the third quarter. Inbound to Goklish. As Cody will stay with man-to-man. McFadden will back it up to the midcourt logo. Now we'll try to get something going here as Reinhardt will get it on the right side. Tries to drive in. Will spin out to McFadden. Reinhardt again, right side, outside. Matched up there by Radakovic. There's a kick out now to Goggles. Goggles tries to split the defense. She'll drive in and lay it up for two. And Lander will get the first score of the second half. And again, they only scored two in that second quarter. And get a score early here in the third quarter. Ball's going to launch a three from the left side. It won't go in as it misses everything. Radakovic for the rebound. Douch to Hayes. Nice pass. Just couldn't get the basketball to be secured, and she'll lose it out of bounds, and Lander will get it back. And turnovers as well. Something Cody has done well in unofficially on my stat sheet. Lander will bring it back. Again, going from right to left. McFadden drives in, loses the basketball. Hayes was trying to get it, but Reinhardt comes up with it. Mulholland swing it to Goggles, right side, outside. Batched up by Hayes. Goggles will drive in, kick out to Mulholland. Mid-range shot is off the mark, and it's Talich with the rebound. She'll bring it up for the Phillies. Talich trying to go coast to coast with it. Can't get that to go. Radakovic's second chance is no good either. Back to Lander. Only 2 points have been scored in this third quarter so far as we're approaching 3 minutes played in the third quarter. Goklish at the top, matched up by Simone as Hayes almost getting the steal right there, just a little far ahead of her. And it will stay with Lander. 5:03 left to play. Goggles will inbound it to McFadden. McFadden's going to give it back to Goggles as the Phillies try to double team there. Now Talich will go back defensively as she was trying to get the basketball before going out of bounds, but it will stay with Lander with 4:54 left to play. Appreciate you tuning in, however you may be tuning into this broadcast. If you're just joining us, Cody with a big lead, and they just create another turnover as Simone looks to go all the way with it. Can't get the shot to go. Hayes with the rebound, second chance for the Phillies. And Grace Hayes will put it in and good. And timeout will be taken by the Phillies. They take one of their final 4 timeouts. It's a 60-second, so we're back in 30 right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting station.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting station, as the Cody Phillies take a timeout after a shot made there by Grace Hayes. It's the first points for Cody in the third quarter with 4:40 left to play, but it's still a 25-point advantage for the Phillies. 42-17 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. It's Cody again. A big second quarter is what's helping have this lead that they got right now, and they'll see Lander bring it up after the timeout. Cody down to 3. Lander still has 4 left in the ball game. Goggles will bring it up for the Lady Tigers. Gives it up now to Goklish. Goklish left side, matched up there by Simone. We'll give it inside to Lincoln, who checks in after the timeout. It's taken away as the pass was intended for Goggles, but here comes Talich quickly Over to Radakovich. Radakovich looked like he might have got away with a travel there. Simone will take advantage, though, and knock in a three. Simone with her second three of the contest. Lander quickly over on their side. There's a drive in by Reinhardt. We're going to get a whistle and some free throws coming up for the Lady Tigers. 3:59 left to play. And they're going to get the foul to Radakovich. She'll pick up her third. And Reinhardt is at the line for the first time. Lander 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. And Reinhardt will miss the first. And it will stay 45-17. Final free throw here for Reinhardt. As the shot is good. And right now Lander being outscored by Cody 5-3 in the third quarter. Under 4 to play here. Third quarter action here. Ball right side outside, matched up by Lincoln. We'll give it up now to Hayes on the right corner. Radakovich back out ball, fires it from 3. Hits the back iron, it's no good, and Reinhardt will secure the rebound for the Lady Tigers. Lincoln was trying to basically football throw that over to Goklish, and it was deflected by Hayes, but Lincoln comes back up with it. It is Goklish now. Right side looks to drive in. Here's a kick out to Goggles. Goggles now just outside the paint, will float it in and good. And Goggles now with 10 points in the contest. Cody quickly over. Here's Talich. Right side drive in. Will lay it up and in good. Talich with 8. And Cody continues to extend their lead. 47-20 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Oaklish has it on the right corner. Goes baseline, and now we're going to get a whistle on Cody, and I believe Talich will pick up a foul. And subs have to wait to check in here. They're quickly waiting as Merhager's got to come back. I know they want to get in the game, but they got to wait just a moment here. They're going to give Talich the foul. That'll be her second personal. Now the substitutions will come in. Boudry, Agada, and Merhager check back in. And Lander's going to inbound it from the baseline. Goggles looking to find somebody, and that'll be a 5-second violation. The Cody Phillies create a turnover. 2:58 left to play, third quarter. Lander has turned it over 17 times in the contest. Unofficially, Cody has 6. Hayes will give it up now to Simone. Right side outside, back up top to Hayes. She'll go right side, now hand off to Simone at the charity stripe. There's Boudry, left side, looks to loft it in there to Agudal, but it's going to be a turnover by Cody. And quickly over the midcourt stripe is Goggles, and once again, it's going to be taken away by the Phillies, and there is Hayes again, averaging 9 steals a game before heading into that Denver East tournament. I don't know if those games will count towards the stats, as Hayes will fire 3, back iron, 5 for the rebound. Agudal was trying to get it, hits off her foot, and out of bounds. Kendall McFadden will check in for the Lady Tigers. Addie Rounds checks in for Lander as well. 2:14 left to play. No substitutions for the Phillies this go around. Still a 27-point lead for the Phillies. 28's been the biggest lead for Cody. Rounds to Hollingshead on the right side, and Boudry's going to pick up a foul as she tried to reach. Foul on Boudry, picks up her second. Is McFadden, will give it up top now to Lincoln. Swing it to McFadden. She'll fire a 3 from the left side. It's left short. Boudry will secure the rebound for Cody. 1:47 left to play. Boudry will bounce pass it off to Simone. Simone swings it to Boudry. Boudry back to Simone as Lander continues to run zone defense here. Merhager on the left corner, back up top to Boudry. Looks for the inside pass for Hayes, and Lander closes in quickly. We're going to have a tie-up for the basketball, and Lander's going to have the arrow favoring them. So we're going to see Talich and Ball check back in with just under 90 seconds left to go in the third quarter here. 47-20 still on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Goggles will make the slow walk over the midcourt stripe. Gives it up now to Rounds. Rounds looking to give it off to somebody. Gives it off to Goggles now. Here's a three from Lincoln as it hits the right side of the iron, and Agadaw comes up with the rebound. Agadaw quickly to Morager. Right side, back to Talich. Talich will bounce pass it in the paint to Agadaw. Simone, three from the left side. Off the mark, Ball with the rebound. Give it up top to Talich. Talich now will look to find somebody. Now gives it to Morager. Simone as Lincoln closes in quickly. Mid-range jumper for Simone. He's off the mark. 5 for the basketball. It's going to be a tie-up. Arrow will favor the Phillies. And we're going to see Haley Danzy check in for the first time for Cody with 40.6 seconds left. Talich will inbound to Morager. And Morager just a little too much on the bounce pass. And it will be a turnover for Cody with 37.1 left to play. Goggles over the Tiger logo. Lincoln has it. Three from the top. It's good. And Brenna Lincoln will get her first points of the contest from the field. She does have one from the charity stripe. And right now, Lander outscoring the Phillies 8-7 in the third quarter here. 8 seconds left to play. Talich, long pass to Ball. Ball is at the top. We'll give it off to Morager. Morager, back to Ball. 2 seconds, 1 second. Floater from the paint is going to hit the back iron. And no good. And at the end of 3, it's the Cody Phillies up by 24. And fourth quarter action is coming up next after this 30-second timeout on 103.3 The Range, a Hart Mountain broadcasting station.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronson Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
This is Cody Phillies basketball on 103.3 The Range.
Cody Phillies being outscored in the third quarter 8-7, the lowest scoring quarter of the contest. But right now the lead stands at 24 for the Cody Phillies. I was making sure I had my stat sheet and scoreboard all correct there. Either way, fourth quarter action about to get underway. It will be Lady Tigers basketball going right to left. The Phillies left to right. Final 8 minutes here in this contest. Goklish will inbound it for the Phillies. It is Hayes, Talich, Simone, Radakovic, and Ball. The 5 for the Phillies to start the fourth quarter action. We're underway here from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse in Lander as Talich will poke it away and create a turnover. And now we got a fight for the basketball on the floor. And it's going to be a jump ball. The arrow will favor the Phillies. JV girls getting a win earlier today as well. And so did the JV boys today. So with the JV and varsity teams, they're looking to go 3-0 heading into the final game, which the boys will play after the conclusion of the Cody Phillies game. We'll have a quick Breadboard Sub Shop post-game report and get right into a pregame interview with head coach Jay McCartan as the layup from Simone's no good. Radakovic will get fouled after the rebound and putback attempt. And they're going to get Paisley Jackson or Paisley Hollingshead for the foul. And Radakovic at the line for her third and fourth attempts. The first one is going to iron out. And we stay at a 47-23 advantage for the Phillies. Again, the boys, for those who are just tuning in, waiting for the boys to start, we're in fourth quarter action with 7:25 left to play. Radakovich goes 1 of 2 from the line. And the boys' game will play after the conclusion of the girls, where Cody is looking to go to 7-3 on the season and have a 2-game win streak going into next Tuesday. As Holling said from the pass, will get fouled. And we're going to get the foul, I believe, on Simone. She does pick up the foul. That is her first. Let's give a big thanks to Allstate agent Cale Mitchell. Allstate, you're in good hands. Also, a big thanks to Woodward Tractor. As Holland said, will make the first. She has 5 in the contest. Maddie Boudry checks in for Cody. Big thanks to also Kenyon Therapy for this broadcast. Second free throw off the mark. Spacey Ball with the rebound. With 7:10 left to play in the fourth quarter. Radakovich will give it up to Hayes. Right side, lays it up and in. Hayes only has 4 points in the second half. If she was to repeat the first half, she would end up with 44 the way that she was going. But only 4 points so far in the second half. As Goklish gives it to Hollingshead. Back to Goklish. Fires it a 3. It's going to be off from the right side. And it's Boudry with the rebound. Leading the way scoring, it is Sydney Simone with 3 in this one so far. Next offensive possession for the Phillies. Boudry thought about a 3 at the top. Gives it to Radakovich. Bounce pass it off to Hayes. Back up top, Boudry. Thought about a 3. Now to Ball. Ball drives in, and they're going to give her a traveling violation. And that will give the ball back to Lander. Right now, Cody is, again, unofficially not the ones leading in turnovers, as Boudry almost created the 20th turnover unofficially for Lander. And almost got it again was Hayes that time. Goklish will see Hayes pick it up, rip it away. Pass off the Talich. Nobody in front of her. She'll lay it up on the left side. And Atlee Talich with 10 in the contest. Cody now up by 28. 27, and we're going to get a whistle. Timeout taken by the Lady Tigers. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. So we'll give a big thanks to State Farm agent Jen Talich, your player of the game sponsorship. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Also, Pinnacle Bank, your scoreboard tonight if you're watching live on the bottom of your screen. The way banking should be. Cody Ace Hardware, your home lawn and gardening care store. Visit them at the Back Lake Plaza in Cody. 5:46 left to play. Fourth quarter action here. Live on 103.3 The Range, KBEN, Cali. Cody Wyatt Burridge go with you. McKenna back in the studio. Keeping this game on the airwaves. Cody right now up 52-23. Giving somebody apparently an extra point in the contest. We'll figure that out in just a moment. Either way, it's 52-24, so I had it right on my stat sheet. I just had it wrong on the scoreboard, so apologies for our radio audience there. So it is Lander basketball, as Hollingshead was wide open underneath the buckets. And we'll get to, it's now 52-26. Hollingshead, the only Lady Tiger to score in the fourth quarter so far. 5:28 left to play. Still plenty of time here. Cody Phillies again looking to improve to 7-3 on the year. Talich will look to give it up. Here's an elbow shot as it hits the front iron. Fight for the basketball will end up with Boudry, who will get it out to Simone. Back to Talich. Now to Hayes at the top. Swinging to Simone. Left side outside. Matched up there by Goggles. Back to Hayes. Inside Radakovich. Nice pass on to Talich on the backdoor cut. Couldn't get the layup to go in, though. And we're going to continue to fight for the basketball. Talich Was looking to get a jump ball call. That wasn't the case, so Simone will pick it up. She'll be fouled, and Cody's going to get some free throws. They're going to give the foul to Reinhardt. She'll pick up her second personal, second team foul of the quarter. Cody just with one team foul. First free throw from Simone is good. She has 9 now in the contest. We'll have one more free throw here for Simone. As the second one is up, in and out. Radakovic with the rebound. Radakovic in the paint to Hayes. Now up top to Simone. He fires a three from the top as it hits the front iron. No good. Boudry second and third chance for the Phillies. That one can't go, and out of bounds stays with Cody. Still opportunities for the Phillies. Now they're going to have to try to capitalize on that. Don't want to give up empty on this possession, knowing that you're having a fourth opportunity. Here's a pass to Simone. It's good. Inbound pass, and the assist will be courtesy of Talich. Simone now with 11. Here is McFadden. Shot is off the mark. It is now Simone over the midcourt stripe for the Phillies. Talich. Right side, outside now. We'll give it up now to Hayes with 4:14 left to play. There's a pass that was high for Boudry, and that will be a turnover on the Phillies. That'll be their unofficially the 10th turnover of the contest. As Brianna Lincoln checks in for Lander. $55-26 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. The Cody Phillies right now are up on this one by 29. And they create the 20th turnover for Lander. Simone has it on the left side. Lofted in there to Radakovic. Up top, back up is Hayes. Hayes will give it off now to Talich. She'll drive in baseline right side. We'll lay it up and in. Talich with 6 in the second half. She has 12 in the ball game. And Cody is now up by 31 over the Lady Tigers. Next contest for Cody is going to be in level. That will be a conference game as Hayden Goggles 3 is off the mark. Simone will pick it up for the Phillies. Hayes, 3 right side, hits the left iron, and shots off the mark as Mulholland will step out of bounds trying to secure the rebound. And the basketball will go back to the Phillies. That will be a 5:30 tip-off next Tuesday against Level, and then they're going to be competing in the Bighorn Classic. As Hayes is going to have a wide-open 3 from the right side, knocks it in, it's good. And timeout taken by the Cody Phillies. Hayes has 29 on the day. It's going to be a full timeout. Looks like the Phillies are going to clear the bench. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here with 3:07 left to play. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. The Phillies 60. It is Lander 26. Back here on 103.3 The Range in 30 seconds.
When life slows you down, Kenya Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Kenya Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just condition, in a caring and supportive environment. Kenya Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Kenya Therapy. Visit KenyaTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
You're tuned in to Cody High School basketball live on 103.3 The Range.
Phillies look like they're going to be emptying the bench for the final 3:07 left to play as they're up by 34 over the Lady Tigers. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows 60-26 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard with 3:07 left to play, fourth quarter action. It's going to be Merritt, Morager, Danzy, Aubrey George, who we're calling for the first time, and Agadal, who are in for Cody. Lander is going to have Goggles, Reinhardt, Lincoln, Goklish, and Mulholland in there for the Lady Tigers. Long pass for Lincoln as it's too much on the pass. It will be a turnover for Lander, unofficially the 21st turnover of the contest for Lander. Under 3 left to play. Get a reminder, the boys will be playing after this one, and the Cody Phillies will have the rest of the week off from any competition or games, as they'll be taking on the Lady Bulldogs from Level next Tuesday at 5:30. Coverage right here on 103.3 The Range. Build up the tip-off pregame show will begin at around 5:10 on next Tuesday. George has it. She'll give it up now to Danzy at the top. Is Danzy give it up to Agada. There's a swing to Morager on the left side. Morager goes in the middle at the free throw line. Back up to Agada. Swing to George. George, long pass to Morager. It's good. 2:15 left to go. Almost losing it was Morager. It's Agada who will try to float it in and can't get it to drop. And it's going to stay. It's going to stay with the Phillies, it looks like. Morager will trigger it in from the baseline. Morager will inbound it to George. 2:08 left to play. George is going to give it off to Danzy. Handoff now to Agada. Agada picks up her dribble, swing it to Danzy, who almost loses it out of bounds, able to corral the basketball. Morager, left side outside, matched up there by Goggles. Here's going to be a 3 from Danzy. Takes a couple of bounces and drops in. Haley Danzy with her first points, and it's a 3-pointer for the Phillies. And Cody leading now 63-26. And yes, that was a lisp, apparently, with the final 90 seconds left to go. 63-26. Let me correct myself there, as it's going to be out of bounds. Lady Tigers have the basketball. Mulholland is going to check out. McFadden is back in for the Lady Tigers. Inbound, Goklish at the top. She'll fire a 3. It's off the glass and good. Yes, that is Daisy Goklish for 3. And it makes it now 63-29 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Final 75 seconds here in this one. Cody is going to improve to 7-3 on the year, as the missed floater is no good. Lander comes up with the rebound. Goggles over the midcourt stripe. Right side looks to drive in. Kick out now Lincoln. She'll quickly fire a 3 from the right side. It's good. Brianna Lincoln with 3. She has now 7 in the contest. Morager is going to go to the left side. Final 45 seconds left to play. Agada, right side drive in. Shot is off the mark. Looks like it got deflected as she was trying to go up for the shots. And it will go back to Lander. 63-32 on your Pinnacle Bay scoreboard. Final 31 seconds left in the contest. Left in the contest is Goklish. Will drive in from the left side and lay it up and in. 20 seconds left to go. Cody, knowing them, they can just hold on to this if they elect to, or try to get some offense going. They're going to look for George on the backdoor cut. Give it back up top to Danzy. Danzy will bring it up top with 4 seconds left to go. Danzy now left side. Handoff now to George, and that will do it. And she'll throw up a shot, but that will not count. But your final in this one, the Cody Phillies are going to improve to 7-3 on the season, getting a 63-34 win over the Lady Tigers. We're going to take a quick 90-second timeout, and we will have a Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show coming up next, and also your Build Up the Tip-Off pregame show coming up right here on 103.3 The Range, a Hardbound broadcasting station. We're back in 90 seconds.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Time now for our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show on 103.3 The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com.
That's a final here from the Bob Carrier Memorial Fieldhouse on a Tuesday. The Cody Phillies are 7-3 on the regular season, winning 63-34 over the Lady Tigers from Lander. Wyatt Bridgeko with you live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station, and the Cody Phillies taking the win here in the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Let's take a look at some of the scoring breakdown here. It was 15-13 after one, and then that second quarter was really a big deal for the Cody Phillies. They would score the first 23 points of the second quarter until Lander would score. It would end up being 25-2 in the second quarter. And third quarter, the Lady Tigers did outscore the Cody Phillies 8-7. And in the fourth quarter, it was the Cody Phillies outscoring 16-11. Unofficially, the Lady Tigers would shoot 11 of 22 from the field, 3 of 8 from three-point land, and 9 of 12 from the charity stripe. For Cody, unofficially, 24 of 45 from the field, 7 of 10 from the free throw line, 8 of 16 from three-point land. No lead changes, no ties in the contest, and Cody would win the turnover margin 21-10. For the Phillies, they were led by Grace Hayes with 29 points in the contest, Ellie Talich with 12, Maddie Boudry with 4, Sofia Radakovic with 3, Sydney Simone with 11, and Agadal will finish with a point in the contest. Haley Danzy also knocking in a 3 as well. That's how the 63 points come for the Cody Phillies. Our player of the game, it's presented by State Farm agent Jen Talich. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We're going to give it to Grace Hayes, finishing with 29 points in the contest, and she also came up with multiple rebounds and multiple steals in the contest to help the Phillies win this contest. That's going to do it here for your Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show, presented by Breadboard Sub Shop, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. With that, we're going to take a 90-second timeout, get this boys game going, and we want to make sure we get that full pregame interview from head coach Jay McCartan. So with that, we're going to step aside. 60-second timeout. We're going to have the build up the tip-off pregame show presented by Cody Ace Hardware. That's next on 103.3 The Range.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by Whiteout.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
This is Cody Bronx basketball on 103.3 The Range.
And a good evening to you, live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. It's the boys' turn now to take on the Lander Tigers, as both these teams went 3-0 at the Douglas Classic in middle of December, where both teams, again, they would defeat Douglas and they would also defeat Burns and Wheatland. Wyatt Bridgeko with you, McKenna back in the studio in this contest, as the Lander Tigers and the Cody Bronx will battle it out to conclude action here on Tuesday at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. But again, like I said, both teams went 3-0 in Douglas in the Douglas Classic in mid-December. Lander enters this contest at 5-2. Cody enters this one at 4-2 on the year. We want to make sure I get that pregame interview with head coach Jay McCartan, so let's go over the history real quick. It'll be the 27th meeting since 2010. Lander does lead the series from that time, 14-12. Cody is 6-1 in the last 7, and Lander won the last matchup in 2018 on February 18th. 55-50. Cody's last matchup would be won in January 18th, winning 67-49. That is a quick history. I want to make sure we get this pregame interview in with head coach Jay McCartan, and with that, let's send it to him right now.
It's time for the pregame interview. Let's send it to Wyatt Bridgeko, standing by with head coach Jay McCartan.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, I'm here with the head coach of the Cody Bronx, Jay McCartan. And Coach, we didn't get to see you guys in Douglas, but a 3-0 weekend. Just kind of recap it a little bit, since it's been almost a month since you guys have been in action.
Well, yeah, no, I thought our kids, rebounded and from the previous weekend where we went 1-2 in Gillette, and the 2 games we lost in Gillette were games that we could have maybe had a chance to win. So there are some things that we needed to work on. I thought the kids did a good job during that week of preparation to get to that spot in Douglas, and played Wheatland right off the bat, and they're very deliberate with their offense. You're going to score in the low 40s. That's just how they operate.
Take their time.
They were very patient on offense, and I thought our guys did a really good job of guarding their dribble handoffs and things of that nature. There was a couple possessions I think we guarded for 40 seconds, maybe more, maybe a minute, and we didn't panic. We just kept guarding and ended up forcing a bad shot or whatever, and getting a turnover, and then we went and played basketball at the other end. It was a good first game to win. I think it was 46-22 was the final. So I thought our defensive effort was pretty good. And then the next game was Burns in the first game of the day and on Saturday morning, and I thought our kids came out quick and battled, and got a lot of kids a lot of time in that game as well. And then again, the rematch against Douglas, the last game of the day on Saturday, I thought our kids did a really good job of taking a 10-point defeat the week before and coming out on top with a 15-point victory is a pretty good swing in a week's time. So again, we got a lot to work on, but I was impressed with our the way our kids battled and responded to that.
How does that help you guys, especially going into a winter break like this, like carrying that momentum heading out of the break?
It's always good to head into the break feeling good about yourself, and I think every time you win, it just that helps you. So, having a 4-game winning streak heading into break was a good thing for, just our mindset and what we need to do moving forward. Now we get into conference play, so it's, it's that can we continue to build on what we started? So, hopefully we can. That's kind of the goal.
What did you guys do? Did you guys do anything over the break? I know it's hard because, family time, you got to balance all that out. So how did your team approach this winter break?
Oh, it was a challenge. We had, guys that were gone. We had some illness. So it was a challenging break. You just kind of, you have hopes. I guess I had hopes of putting things in and getting more stuff in our playbook, and we weren't really able to do that. So, it was more just a maintenance level at this point in time. So hopefully we'll continue to grow as the season progresses. I was hoping to get stuff in, like I said, and start shortening practices up in 2 weeks from now. But I think that's going to probably extend the month of January for us. We're going to have to put more stuff in January, and hopefully by the end of January, beginning of February, we got everything we want in that we need to have in, and we're playing our best basketball by the end of the season. So, you try to find the silver lining when you have kids out, but it was a challenging break as far as getting people in the gym and getting our entire team in the gym. Had a couple recruiting visits for some of those seniors, which is, those are the things that you got to love about it. They're going to go do their thing, and you got to give them the opportunity to do that. And then you have another couple kids that get the flu hit us too. I mean, that's just the way it works. So, it was an interesting break to say the least. But we're gonna, we're moving forward. That's all you can do.
Well, how about keeping this week interesting? I mean, you guys are back one day, and then the next day you're off to Fremont County, taking on a Lander team, but also it's finals week here, supposedly. So another interesting week. But let's talk about Lander real quick. They were at Douglas. I don't know if you got to watch them a little bit, but what do you know about this team a little bit, and kind of what are some things you're going to want to see from your team tomorrow?
Well, I think Lander can score the ball. I mean, they've scored as many as 90 points already this year, so they got 4 guys that average double figures. So I mean, it's a pretty balanced team that they have, and I think they're still missing a guy. I don't know if he's back yet over after Christmas, but I mean, I think they had one that was injured. So they're a good basketball team. They can. I watched them play the Douglas game. Douglas was up 10 at halftime, and they ended up losing by 10. So it was like, they pressed, they played a little bit of zone, forced Douglas to do some things they didn't want to do. So, knowing that, it kind of hopefully helps us prepare for this game.
And unfortunately, we're going to have to cut that interview short, as that is being your Build Up the Tip-Off pregame show presented by Cody Ace Hardware, located on the top of Grable Hill at the Beck Lake Plaza. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for the Cody Bronx. They'll be the visiting team in this one in their road blue uniforms. Gold numbers, gold letters with that gold in white stripe. It is going to be Jackson Hazel, followed by Trevor Spomer, Grady McCartan, and Max Ball. Getting the start today, it is Parker Hine, the sophomore, getting his first start that we've seen here from Hard Mountain Broadcasting. Let's take a look at the Lander Tigers starting lineup. It's going to look like this. It's number 11, Quincy Guena. Will be followed by number 12, Porter Plosted. It's number 14, Keaton Iron Eyes. And number 15, it is Paxton Hollingshead. And it's number 22, Noah St. Clair. They're in their home whites. Green numbers, green letters, trimmed in black. Cody is going to go from right to left. Lander, left to right. Right, Butch, go with you live on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting station. As Max Ball and Paxton Hollingshead are in the center circle in this one. First quarter action about to get underway as we're waiting on the last couple of things here from the officials. And we are set and ready to go. And both teams looking like they're going to try to tip it forward as Max Ball will tip it basically to Guena, and the Tigers will get the first possession in this one. Iron Eyes, left side, will matched up there by Ball. He'll drive in right side. Kick up now to Hollingshead. Swing it quickly to Blasted. Iron Eyes, and Lander will quickly get things going here. Iron Eyes, the leading scorer for for the Lander Tigers team. He averages about 12 points per game. As the first shot there from Hollingshead is off the mark, and it's going to be rebounded by Hine and back to Hazel. Hazel, who's averaging 18 points this season, gives it off to McCartan. He'll fire a 3 from the left side. It's going to be short off the left iron and rebounded by Porter Plasted. Quickly over is Guena, all with the deflection. And Lander will get a second opportunity here in this one. Plasted is at the top. Give it off now to Iron Eyes, matched up by McCartan. Iron Eyes in the paint. Will fire it for 2. It's no good. It is St. Clair with a second chance. It is off the glass and in. Noah St. Clair with his first opportunity and gets it to go in. And Lander will take a 2-0 lead over the Cody Bronx here. It's a turnover by Cody. And Lander can go with 2 scores here real quick with 6:40 left to go. And it's going to be a traveling call on the Tigers, so they're going to get their first turnover of the ball game. Tigers bringing pressure early in this one. McCartan to trigger it in. It's going to be Spomer. Now to Hazel. Hazel sees them being outmanned there, but Max Ball will outman his defender and put it in and good. It was a 2-on-3, but Max Ball taking care of business. And we're knotted up here with 6:24 left to go. Guena from 3. It's in and out. Ball with the rebound. And back to Cody it goes. McCartan gives it off to Hine. Hine's going to mid-range it for 2. It's off the mark. And it's going to be Hollingshead with the rebound. Iron Eyes again to Gwenna. Here is Hollingshead. He'll drive in. Looks it for St. Clair. Nice pass. St. Clair looked like he was backing up and might have got away with the travel there. I'm not going to say he did. Hollingshead for three. It's good. Passing Hollingshead for three gives the Tigers a 5-2 advantage. This is a top-ranked matchup. Cody ranked number 2. The Tigers are ranked number 5 in the Wild Prep Coaches and Media basketball poll as Hazel will lay it up and in for 2. And the Bronx down by 1 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. 5-4 on that scoreboard. Like I said, Tigers after that 3-0 weekend jumped into the top 5 in Class 3A. Hollingshead will drive in, lay it up and in for 2. And it's a 3-point lead for the Tigers. Cody almost turning it over there. Spalmer gets it. Spalmer over the midcourt stripe, spins, and they're going to say a traveling violation on Cody. And we're going to get a substitution here as Bauer will check in for Spalmer. It is actually Trent Bauer, to be exact, checking in. And it looked like it was a timeout. It was just substitutions, and now there's some confusion. Looked like there was a timeout call. At least that's the understanding from the coaches, but the official said that's not the case. Either way, it's Tiger basketball. 7-4 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard after the turnover for the Bronx. Iron Eyes is on the left side. Here's a kick out now to Plasted. Plasted will give it up now to St. Clair, who is the other double-digit scorer. Can't control the basketball. Bauer fights for and ties it up with Iron Eyes, and the arrow will favor the Bronx. We're going to see Peyton Bell check in for Lander. Gets a big round of applause with 4:51 left to play. Ball will get the inbound back to McCartan as Lander again brings some pressure. It's Maddox right side to Hazel. Hazel will pick up his dribble. Cross-court pass it off now to Hine, now to McCartan at the logo. McCartan's going to give it off now to Hazel. Swing to McCartan, right side outside, now to Hazel. Hine, back to Hazel. Is Cody just looking for something right now? They're taking their time. You got to like what you see there. Hine will give it up now for Hazel. So I think Lander was looking for a 5-second call. Didn't get it. 4:14 left to play. Long offensive possession here for the Bronx. There's a swing to Bauer, now inside to Hazel. First time they were in the arc is I think Hazel was looking to give it off the ball, but it hits the backboard and ends up with Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes right side drive in. It's going to be a whistle, and we're going to wait to see what the officials say here. They're going to say it's going to be a foul on Cody. 2 free throws are coming up regardless. Gavin Romer for the Tigers getting set to check in after the first free throw. They're going to give Maddox ball on the foul. He'll pick up his first, team's first. Also going to see Gwenna check back in for Lander after the first free throw. Iron Eyes first free throw is good. Gets his first points of the contest. Lander now up 8-4 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. It's going to be Romer checking in for Iron Eyes after the free throw if he can make it. Well, he'll have to wait a little bit, and he will go 2 for 2 from the line, and Iron Eyes will check out. Romer checks in for the Tigers. Cody down by 5 now. Bauer back to McCartan. McCartan now is trying to get it over the midcourt stripe. He's able to do so before that 10-second count. There's Bauer at the logo. Swing it to Hine. Hine left side. Back to Bauer. Cody just kind of going around the iron right now, or around the arc right now. Hine will give it back up to McCartan. McCartan looking to drive in. Floater from the paint. Count the bucket. He's going to have a chance for a 3-point play. Is Grady McCartan. That was in the paint as well. They're going to give Gwenna the foul for the Tigers. That's going to be the first personal, first team foul for Lander. And McCartan has a chance to cut this to a 2-point game. Barring the free throw here. Free throw is up, and it's good. So McCartan gets a 3-point play to go, and Cody is now down by 2. Next possession for Lander. Gwen is going to give it off to Bell. He'll fire it from the top. It's going to be no good. Romer with the rebound as Bauer will poke it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Nice defense there by Bauer. Inbound from the sideline in front of the Cody bench as Bell gets the inbound. See a couple of substitutions for Lander on the next whistle. Bell, matched up by Hazel, loses his dribble for a moment, was looking for the backdoor cut from Gwena, and it's going to be taken away by the Bronx. Hine to McCartan. He's going to fire it from 3 deep. It's going to miss everything. Hazel's trying to save it. Gives it to McCartan. A nice job by Hazel and McCartan to save that. Hazel drives in the paint. He's going to get the score, and no, they're going to call it off. They're going to say Hazel's going to get the foul. That was a good shot attempt there from Hazel, but apparently enough with the arm movement and trying to create some separation was enough to get the call. And either way, it'll still be a 2-point game, but Hazel will pick up his first personal. It is the team's second. Hollingshead back into the game for the Tigers. Iron Eyes to Bell from the line. As that shot's blocked there from Hazel. As he gives it off to Bauer quickly, they'll slow it down as the Tiger defense quickly back down. Hine for 3, it's good. Parker Hine gets the score, and he gets his first bucket of the contest. And Cody with their first lead of the ball game, up by 1. 10-9 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Gwena looking to break the tie again. That's the case. Gwena gives back the lead for the Tigers. Now McCartan going to try to do the same as he can't get the layup to drop. And it's going to be a foul on Cody, and I think they're going to get ball on the foul. That might be a second. Yeah, that's a second. Trevor Spomer and Pryor going to check in for the Bronx. Bauer and Ball check out. Ball checks out with 2 fouls. Back to Lander. Up by 1. 11-10 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard after Cody took a quick lead, and it was answered back by Gwena. Iron Eyes on the left side. Drives into the paint. He'll shoot it from 8. Can't get it to go. It's rebounded there by Hazel. Hine quickly over. And they're going to try to get a call for the travel. It's not the case as Hine's shot is deflected, and he kind of lost control of it for a moment. Gwena's shot is altered, and McCartan comes up with it. So empty possessions for both teams. Here's Hazel. Cross court, pass it off to Pryor. Pryor's going to bounce pass it off to McCartan. McCartan left side drive into the paint. He's going to put up a shot. It goes. I don't know how that goes in for McCartan, but acrobatically falling down will get the shot, and an offensive foul on the Tigers. This game is picking up speed, as I think Iron Eyes is going to pick up the foul. That is the case, so Iron Eyes will pick up his first, team's second. St. Clair checking in for Lander, and this game has a quick start to it. 12-11 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. The Bronx with the advantage. The Bronx break the full court pressure here. Here's Spomer. We'll give it up top to McCartan at the logo. Swing to Hazel, right side. Hazel will give it off to Pryor. Pryor's gonna back it up, reset things here. Pryor will give it off to Hine. We'll give it back to McCartan. Cody just taking their time. 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Hazel gets the screen from Spomer. Has the lane. He's going to look to kick it out to Hine and out of bounds. It will stay with the Bronx with 24 seconds left to play. 12-11 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Hine to inbound. Inbound will go to Spomer. 22 seconds left to play. So McCartan has it. Give it off now to Pryor. Pryor is near the midcourt stripe. Now we'll go right side. 13 seconds left to play. Pryor to Hine. Hine, pump fake. Here's a kick out now to McCartan for 3 with 5 seconds left to go. It's no good. And St. Clair has it with 1 second. He'll put it up at the buzzer, and it won't go. And that is how the first quarter ends in this one. It is the Cody Bronx 12 and the Tigers 11. We'll step aside. We're back in 30 seconds right here on 103.3 The Range.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell of Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
Stream today's game, past games, and listen to future Cody Athletics on the radio and catch live video coverage at myheartmountainradio.com.
Cody Bronx with a 1-point advantage to start the second quarter. It will be Tiger basketball beginning second quarter action with you. Wyatt Barichka live from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse as the Lander Tigers and the Cody Bronx battling it here on a Tuesday night, and Cody just coming back from a winter break, getting some practice in. Like you heard on the pregame interview, and get everything that they hope to implement, as here is a three that's no good. Spomer comes up with the rebound, gives it off to Hazel. Hazel quickly over the midcourt stripe. Spomer picks up the loose ball. It's Spomer, McCartan, Pryor, Hazel, and Ball. The 5 in for the Bronx. McCartan right side. He'll pull it up from mid-range. Off the glass, it's no good. And Plasta will secure the rebound. Guetta from 3. It's off the back iron, and Ball has one man in front. He's going to try to lay it up and in. It's no good. And we still stay at 12-11. St. Clair going to try to change that in and out. Spomer with the rebound. And now Cody's going to slow things down just a little bit. 6:53 left to play. Second quarter action from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Prior to Spomer. Give it off to McCartan. Looks for the inside pass for Ball. It's a little too much on the pass, and that'll be a turnover on Cody. That will be their third of the contest. Unofficially, 5 total turnovers between both teams. Back to the Tigers, looking to create the 5th lead change of the night. Bell inside of Blasted, and that will be called for a travel as he causes a turnover, so that makes it now 6 for both teams combined. Inbound to Hazel. Cody gets it back, up by 1. As the Lander bench cheering defense turns it over for Cody, and that'll be the 4th turnover for the Bronx. And Lander quickly inbounds it. Bell from the charity stripe will knock it in, and Lander will take the lead, leading by 1, 13-12, and that shot counted as Hazel goes to the ground and slow to get up. He's taking a couple of falls already. And they're going to count the bucket for Hazel, so Cody gets back their lead. Makes it now the 6th lead change of the night. And now, and checked for waiting for something from the officials. They paused it for a moment. Right now, the officials are, they're checking the foul, so they were clarifying the foul. That's what the pause in the action was. So here's a chance for Cody to go up by 2. That would be their biggest lead. of the evening early in this one. Hazel's free throw is off the back iron, and we stay at 1 for the Bronx. 14-13 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Plastead for 3 in the lead. That's no good. Spomer with the rebound. McCartan quickly over the timeline. In the side of the arc now. He'll back up. Long pass to Spomer. Spomer will swing it to Pryor. Pryor is going to give it up now to Hazel. Looks inside for ball. Nice pass. And we're going to get a foul on what appears to be Lander, and that will be the case. Plastead picks up the foul, and Lander is saying that's a jump ball. And that's why we say we're up here and not on the floor officiating. So ball's at the line to shoot 2 to extend the Cody lead. You'll see Maddox Ball make the first. Bauer and Hine check back in. Iron Eyes and Hollingshead check back in. So 2 substitutions each for both squads. And one more free throw here from Ball. So it is Bauer, McCartan, Ball, Hine, and Hazel. The 5 in for the Bronx. Maddox goes perfect 2 for 2. And it's a 3-point lead for the Bronx. 16-13 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Hollingshead in the paint, gives it off to Iron Eyes, now to Gwenna. Gwenna will drive into the paint, will throw it off the glass, but it's no good. McCartan trying to get ahead of everybody, but the Tigers close in as McCartan will lay it off the glass, and he's good. Grady McCartan with now 7 in the ball game. Gives the Bronx a 5-point lead. Gwenna to Hollingshead, spins in the paint, kick out Gwenna from 3 on the right side, knocks it in and good. And it makes it back to a 2-point lead as Gwenna has now 5 in the ball game. McCartan right side, off now to Bauer. Bauer is looking to give it off to Hine, and that's going to be a travel on Cody. Creates now the 5th turnover for the Bronx. Goes back to Lander. 4:37 left to play, second quarter from the Bob Carrier Memorial Fieldhouse. Bell goes over the timeline now. Right side, give it off to St. Clair. Now to Iron Eyes. Left side outside, matched up there by Spomer. Gives it off to Bell. Bell will try to spin on the right side. Can't get the shot to go. Hazel with the rebound. Now trying to quickly pick up the pace. This is where Hazel can do some things quickly. Tries to save after he lost control of the basketball. Spomer spins in the paint, lays it up and in. Spomer with his first points. Romer is going to get set and head to the scorer's table. McCartan's also awaiting to check back in. Iron Eyes in the paint, floater from the elbow, no good as Hazel comes up with the rebound and he falls to the floor again. It's going to be a turnover on Cody. Kevin Romer checks back in again. McCartan checks back in. Hazel's going to check out. Going to get some rest at. Feels like we've said his name quite a bit. I don't know if he's made his way to the bench yet. I think he's played quite a bit of minutes to start this one. Gwenna gets the inbound with 3:45 left to play. It's a 4-point game for Cody. Hollingshead to Bell. Now to Iron Eyes. Fire and quick fire 3 is going to be left short. Couple of bouncing off the arms for Cody. Sees Bell get it back. Romer for a second chance. And he'll put it back up and in. Back now to Lander after the turnover. Bell lays it up and in. And we are tied. It's 20-all after 2 quick buckets for the Tigers. Hine gets the pass from McCartan, gives it off to Ball. Ball drives into the paint, and that's going to be we're going to get the foul. It looked like Maddox slipped a little bit, but the call for Cody will be favored. Romer will pick up the foul and saves Cody, honestly, because you could have gone either way with it. The crowd reacting to it, but from our vantage point, could have gone either way. Joshua Sowers will check in. The foul did occur on the floor, so Cody is going to have it on the baseline. Hine to inbound to McCarran, has a wide open three, takes it, makes it. McCarran had himself a good first half, has 10 points. And has Cody up by 3. Bell trying to respond with a 3. It's going to take a couple of bounces. It gets the hometown bounce. And Peyton Bell has 7 in the quarter. And they're again bringing the pressure. It's looking like when they score, that's when they bring the most pressure. Here's a bounce pass off to Sowers off the assist from McCartan. That's good. Sowers gives Cody back the lead by 2. Playstead checking in next dead ball. Gwynna's 3 is off the mark. Here's a save from Lander from Hollingshead to Ironeyes. That's good. We're tied again. 25 all on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. McCarran was trying to give it off to Spomer. And watch out, Hazel. He was trying to check in. And Hazel, you have to be careful out there. He's had a couple of falls. He had a couple of players running towards him. He's just trying to check in. That's a check your surroundings there, Hazel. I know he can't hear me, but that's just what I'm noticing here. It's tied at 25 with 2:07 left to play. We'll have a Kiel Sanitation halftime report coming up in just a few moments. Hazel's at the top. Here's the swing down to McCartan, left side, outside. Back to Sowers up the top. McCartan goes inside for Hazel. Hazel's going to get it off to Hine. Hine for 3. It's good. Parker Hine with 2 threes in the contest. And Cody breaks the tie up by 3. 28-25. On that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, McCartan with the steal. And McCartan's going to try to lay it up and in as the net was hanging off the rim. It was actually folded over, and McCartan will lay it up and in. He's got 12, and Cody is up by 5. Biggest lead has been 5 for both teams in the contest. Final 80 seconds coming up. St. Clair will pick up the basketball. Trying to dribble it. Now he's going to drive in left side. It's good. Count the buckets. And St. Clair's got a 3-point play opportunity coming up.
Basket is good. St. Clair to shoot 1.
We give the foul off to Parker Hine. He'll pick up his first. With 1:12 left to play, McCartan's asking the official what he had that call for, so he's just trying to get an understanding. It's nothing bad from either party. The 3-point play is no good, and we're going to get a foul on Lander. We're going to give the foul off to Playstat. He picks up his second. Tigers getting set to bring some full court pressure. Hine on the inbound. And off to McCartan. Tigers not bringing too much pressure. They're going to just back it off here. Hazel to McCartan at the logo. 1:03 left to play in the first half. 58 seconds and counting. McCartan matched up there by Bell. McCartan's going to go to the middle. Gives it off to Hine. Hine on the baseline. We'll get it off to Hazel. Hazel in the paint. Shots up. Shots good. Jackson Hazel with 6. 5-point lead for Cody. Tigers have it with 36 seconds left to go. Romer driving in. They're going to call the blocking foul on Spomer. So he'll pick up his first personal. Team's second. And Romer's at the line to shoot a pair of free throws. He's got 2 in the contest. High scoring quarter at the moment at 36. And get up to 38 with these free throws. Make it 37. Got one more free throw here as the lead is at 4 for Cody. Homer waiting for the basketball. Now he'll get it with 33.5 seconds left to go. Free throw off the mark. Hazel with the rebound. Cody can now for the final shot. They elect to. If the shot clock was implemented, they can hold it for the final shot. As there was less than 35. McCartan drives in, tries to lay it off the glass. He can't do so. Hazel trying to save it. High again. Cody's done that before, and they were able to get a bucket out of it. Hazel, 10 seconds. Left side driving. He's going to look to go all the way. He will get contact, fall on the floor again. And that's kind of part of being that aggressive player that he is. It's going to take some contact quite a bit. The foul is going to go against Romer. He picks up his second. And that puts Cody in the bonus, but that's really not going to do much with 7 seconds left to go. Either way, Cody's going to look to put some points up. Hazel is at the line. First free throw, off the mark. Caleb Lowry is checking in for Lander with the final 7 seconds. Cody doesn't substitute. This to make it a 5-point lead. Hazel's free throw is off the mark. Spomer gets it with 4 seconds left to go. Trying to put it up. He does. Can't get that one to go. And out of bounds. That's how the first half will end. 32-28 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard as the Cody Bronx holding on in this first half. And we're going to send it down to your Keel Sanitation halftime report, and we'll have that halftime show coming up next right here on 103.3 The Range.
Since 1982, Keel Sanitation has been the trusted leader in sanitation services throughout the Bighorn Basin. We're a family-run business dedicated to providing top-notch customer service. Whatever your sanitation needs are, Keel Sanitation has you covered. We offer a comprehensive range of residential and commercial trash collection options featuring a variety of containers. Our roll-off containers range from 10 to 40 cubic yards. We also have 95-gallon roll-out carts and steel dumpsters, including bear-proof containers. Our septic services include thorough, high-pressure back flushing to ensure your system is Keel clean. For your convenience, we also offer 24-hour emergency septic services. To meet all of your sanitation requirements, we provide portable restrooms for any occasion. Our offerings include standard portable restrooms, hand wash stations, and handicap units. We also specialize in services for the oil field, including portable restrooms, potable water, roll-off containers, and vacuum services. Be sure to check us out, KeelSanitation.com. We're also on Facebook. Look for us in there under Keel Sanitation. Give us a call, 307-587-6616. Go Cody Bronx and the Cody Phillies as well.
When life slows you down, Kenya Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Kenya Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Kenya Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Kenya Therapy. Visit KenyaTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
We continue the Kiel Sanitation halftime report. Here's Wyatt Barichka.
37 total points scored in the second quarter there. The Bronx did outscore the Tigers in both quarters, 12-11 in the first, 20-17 in the second, and it's a 4-point lead for Cody going into the half. Wyatt Barichka with you live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station, as the Cody Bronx and the Lander Tigers playing really competitive. We had 6 lead changes and 4 ties so far in the ball game. Cody, unofficially, I had for 13 of 21 from the field, 3 of 8 from three-point land, and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. For the Lander Tigers, I unofficially have them 11 of 20 from the field, 3 of 7 from three-point land, and 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Turnovers are pretty near dead even. Cody, though, has more turnovers so far in the contest, 6-4 in this one. So that is your look at your team stats in the first half. We're going to step aside for a 60-second timeout and get those individual statistics here in just a moment. This is Cody Basketball live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station. We're back after this.
Yes. Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by Whiteout.
You're tuned into Cody High School basketball live on 103.3 The Range.
Cody basketball live on the Range as they have the halftime lead over the Lander Tigers, 32-28. This is your Kiel Sanitation halftime report brought to you by Kiel Sanitation, as we are hoping to speak with head coach Chris Wagner, and that might go into the second half. So we do want to give that heads up for our radio audience as well as our visual audience in this one. Individual statistics looking like this. We'll start with the Tigers. They're led by Gavin Romer with 10 points. I have unofficially, that's definitely not right. I will get that fixed in just a moment. It's led by Paxton Hollingshead and Quincy Gwenda, both with 5 points in the contest so far. Gavin Romer has 3 points in the contest. Keaton Iron Eyes with 4, Noah St. Clair with 4, and Bell has 7 in the contest so far. For the Cody Bronx, they're led right now by Grady McCartan with 12 points, Jackson Hazel with 6. You got Maddox Ball with 4, Trevor Spomer with 2, Parker Hine in his first starts is got 6 points, and Joshua Sowers I have for 2 points in the contest so far. Those are some of the individual numbers of this one so far in just the first half, and this is going to be set up for a great second half here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Again, a top 5 matchup. Cody number 2, Lander number 5, as after Cody went 3-0, and Lander as well as the Lander Tigers both are trying to continue their 3-game win streaks they have in this one. Let's take a 60-second timeout, and again, we hope to talk with head coach Chris Wagner. That might go into the second half. So a 60-second timeout. We're back after this. Second half action's next right here on 103.3 The Range.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too.
That's why State Farm agent Jen Tallich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Tallich,
It's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
This is Cody Bronx basketball on 103.3 The Range.
Cody Bronx with the lead right now as we enter the second half. And again, we're hoping to talk with head coach Chris Wagner. If we do, it's going to be during the third quarter. And again, like we said, we'll try to get what we can with him, as I do know he will probably try to make his way over. It is the third quarter. It is the Cody Bronx with the lead. They'll start the basketball. They'll go left to right as Grady McCartney will inbound it now to Jackson Hazel. So swing it up to high, now to Hazel, to McCartney. Back to Hazel at the top here. And back to Hazel. We're talking with head coach Chris Wagner, as that layup is good from Maddox Ball. And Maddox Ball gives the Cody Bronx a 6-point advantage, 34-28. Hollingshead will give it off to St. Clair, and that will be a turnover here. Let's try to see if we can reach these out to you, Coach. And we're gonna let Coach know if we kind of interrupt him, it's because something crazy has happened. So, Coach, you got me there?
I can hear you.
Perfect, Coach. I got to start with this. 25-2 in that second quarter. Just what was the difference from the first quarter to the second quarter there as Ironeye steals it for Lander?
We were just trying to overimpose ourselves in that first quarter. We got an early run, but after that, I think everybody just felt like they're just going to rip the ball out of people's hands, and they're going to go for everything and try to block every shot. And we were finding ourselves getting way out of position, so they, made that run, cut it to 2, and then that was the big emphasis at quarter, was just play more disciplined, stay within yourself, and I felt like we played much sharper. All the little details of our closeouts and everything were just better, and it led to them, making a lot of mistakes and got us on a big run.
Quincy Guena scored 2, and then the Cody Bronx turned it over. And Coach, I know you mentioned 31 turnovers in one game. That definitely was dropped there, as Hollingshead will miss a 3. Cody will get another possession, but turnover-wise, you got to be happy about the results today as Cody turns it over.
Yeah, I'm super pleased. I mean, we know we're going to make mistakes. Like, turnovers are going to be a part of the game, especially, with the tempo and pace that we like to play at. But, just when we don't have that speed and we don't have the space, just learn to, not force things, not overdo it. I feel like sometimes more of our turnovers come when things do kind of slow down. So just continuing to get better at that. Just girls are still kind of getting a feel for things.
I know, especially with 4 games and what feels like, 5 days, if I'm not mistaken, as Iron Eyes knocks it in for 2. How's everybody, health-wise? It seemed like everybody was in health, but the condition to play 4 games in 5 days has got to be a toll on the team.
Right. No, I felt pretty good, and they seemed pretty good in practice. But yeah, that's a rough turnaround to have all that bus time and a long trip from home, and then boom, we're coming right back down on the road. So, talked to the girls in the locker room. Pretty pleased with that response to come out and still play as sharp as we did.
So, Coach, you have nothing happening the rest of the week as far as game-wise here. Is a drive-in foul on Trevor Sponer. Just kind of what is this week going to look like, especially another game on Tuesday and a tournament coming a few days just after that?
Yeah, they got finals week. We have no games, so we're going to give them tomorrow off, let them concentrate, be students, and do well in the classroom there, and finish out the semester strong. And then, kind of get a good long weekend. We'll come back playing on Tuesday, and then the varsity will be off and then our JV's going to play some varsity level games at that Bighorn Basin tournament.
So good opportunity for them to get some extra opportunities.
Big
the
time,
second free throw is off the mark. Cody does come up with it, but Coach, anything I left out, anything you want to mention? I know this is quick as we got the second half going. Is there anything you want to mention or add before we send you back to your team?
Oh, geez, no. Appreciate you guys coming down covering it, especially on a Tuesday. It's good for the people back home to have something to watch.
Yeah, a long drive home, and Coach, safe travels, and we'll talk to you later this week.
All right, thanks, Wyatt.
And Coach Chris Wagner, a big thanks to him. I know it was during the part of the our third quarter here, and I wanted to make it as quick as possible, as Hazel does knock in the first free throw there. And again, we want to make sure we get those questions in, but we'll try to catch up with a full interview and giving some time to process how this game went. Again, Cody with a big 25-2 second quarter in that girls game as Hazel knocks in 2 for 2 from the line. It's back to a 3-point lead for the Cody Bronx here as we get back into action. Third quarter action with 5:50 left to go. Iron Eyes off the front irons, no good. Hazel secures the rebound, then loses it. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul going to be on Lander as head coach Stu Mullins is questioning that one. Iron Eyes will pick up the foul. That'll be his second, and we're quickly off to 7 points in this second quarter. His Tigers again will bring the pressure. McCartan will inbound it right in front of head coach Stu Mullins, who has a state championship here for the Tigers. He also won one in Riverton. McCartan, floater from the paint, drops it in and good. McCartan, the second Brock now to score in this second half. Hazel with some free throws. Here's a three from Iron Eyes. Goes one side of from Iron to the other. It stays at a 5-point lead. That's the biggest lead for either team. Ball for three. It's good. Maddox Ball with 7. Here's a drive in from Bell. Deflected there from Ball. McCartan quickly over and count the buckets and one. Grady McCartan with some expression on his face. St. Clair will pick up the foul, and McCartan has a chance for a 3-point play. As the bucket does count, McCartan's going to wait for Romer to check in. Iron Eyes will check out as he's the one who picks up the foul. 2 quick fouls from him in this third quarter. 5 minutes left to go. Free throw coming up for McCartan. As the first free throw is up, and it is good. And that's the one and only one for McCartan. Completes the 3-point play. We're going to get a whistle for Lander. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a quick 30 as they're now down by 11 right now. 4:57 left to play. It is the Cody Bronx 44, the Tigers 33. We're back in 30 seconds on the range.
When life slows you down, Kenya Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Kenya Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Kenya Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Kenya Therapy. Visit KenyaTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Cody High School basketball live on 103.3 The Range.
Cody quickly up by 11 over the Tigers to 12-5. Bronx outscoring the Lander Valley Tigers in this third quarter. Wyatt Bridgeko with you with 4:56 left to play in the third quarter. The Tigers have the possession. So again, go right to left. Cody going left to right. Hollingshead matched up there by Hine. Hine playing some tight defense there. Running man-to-man is Cody. Carton liking that man-to-man defense so far. Bell's going to fire for three. It's good. Peyton Bell maybe trying to get that short rust that the Tigers had. Ball going to try to provide an answer, can't do so. Bell with the rebound, gives it off to Romer, loses it, has it, looking to give it off to Gwena and turns it over as McCartan will bring it up for the Bronx. 4:11 to play. McCartan drives in off the front iron and drops it good. McCartan now with 19, and talking with Coach, you mentioned McCartan, Ball, and Hazel. Those are the three guys that need to get the scoring going. And right now, McCartan's got 19 points in the contest. Here's a drive by Bell, giving off the Hollingshead on the left side. Back to Gwena up top. Again, Cody running man-to-man defense. Here's St. Clair with Parker Hine poking it away, falls to the floor, and picking it up is Hazel. Hine looks to be all right. Hazel will lay it up and in as Hine fell to the floor and just took a moment to get up. It appears he was all right, just wasn't ready for that fall, it appeared. And 3:26 left to play. It is 48-36 as we correct that scoreboard. We're going to see two Tigers check in next dead ball. Two Bronx are going to also check in. Romer underneath, ball pokes it out. It's going to be last touch by Romer, and one official overrules the other one, and that was from the far side official who had the back view of that. So we're going to see Theodore Rivera check in for Lander. And for the Bronx, checking in is Pryor and Bauer. Also in for the Tigers, it's Playstead. Tigers down by 12 to this Bronx team who is continuing what they had from Douglas. Three is short. McCartan cleans it up. McCartan's having a great second half to start. So right now he has 21 shots off the mark. Hazel comes up with the rebound. He's already got 9 in the second half. He's got 21 in the contest so far. McCartan matched up there by Rivera. He's going to give it off to Hazel. Here's the drive in. We'll lay it up. It's good from Hazel. Lead is now to 16. Gwena to Rivera. Rivera's going to give it up now to Bell. Here's the swing to Hollingshead. Now we'll give it to Playstead. Bauer pokes it out. We'll stay with the Tigers as Joshua Sowers checks in. Also checking in is Darian Hertford. 2:05 left to play. We got a whistle for Pryor to tie his shoe. So that will be a quick timeout from the officials. Inbound for the Tigers goes to Bell. At the top, matched up by Hazel. He'll give it off now to Hertford. Hertford to Hollingshead. At the stripe, give it off to Rivera Jr. for 3. That one's no good. I have Rivera Jr. and Rivera, so I feel like that's either or right there. As we're going to get a foul on Hollingshead. It's going to be the Tigers' 4th with 1:50 left to play. Fouls really haven't been a big issue in this basketball game. I mean, teams have done really well controlling the amount of fouls they have and giving up. Back to the Bronx, up by 16. As Hazel will float it in, and good. And that's just the type of player he is. He can just aggressively drive in and put those layups in those floaters. As Hazel now has 14. Here is Bell for 3. That's off the mark. It's rebounded by Hertford as Ty Hertford is also in for the Tigers for the first time. It's going to be a foul on the Bronx. Pryor going to pick up the foul for Cody. Second team foul for the Bronx. Pryor's first. It sends Ty Hertford to the line. Hertford's first free throw, in and out. We'll stay at 54-36. Final free throw for Hertford is up, in and out again. Sowers will crowd the rebound and give it off to McCartan. Hine in ball. We'll check in on the next whistle. Final 70 seconds approaching. Sowers gets it, matched up there by Hertford. Sowers is going to try to back in. He'll make some contact, and we're going to get a whistle. And this is going to go against, I believe, Sowers going all over the back. Yeah, they call a push over the back, same thing. 1:04 left to play. Ball and Hine checked in. That's going to send Hazel and McCartan to the bench with 1:04 left to play. They played pretty much the entire third quarter. Those two have been the high hands so far in this third quarter. Hazel has 8, McCartan with 9. Combined for 17 of the 22 points in this third quarter. Here's Herford. It's picked up there by Plastead, and Nathaniel Pryor going to pick up another foul. He'll pick up his second. So Pryor picks up his second of the quarter. It's also the team's fourth, so neither team has a time or a foul to give, with 46.6 left to play. Plastead will look to inbound. Here's Bell. They'll fire a quick three. It's good. And I think you might have got away. Cody did with a foul there as Bell fell to the floor on the shot. As the entire Lander bench was irate that they didn't get that, but it's Bell comes up with the steal, has the numbers, Pryor the one and the only one there to defend, and Bell will lay it up and in, and Bell has got 15. Tigers with some momentum, down by 13. 54-41, 10 seconds left to play. Pryor to Hine, right corner, pass inside to Sowers, it's laid up and in, and Joshua Sowers getting the assist from Hine. And that's how the third quarter ends. It is a 15-point lead for the Bronx. Tigers, though, had a little surge to end the third quarter. The Cody Bronx, 56, the Tigers, 41. We're back in 30 seconds for the final 8 minutes right here on 103.3 The Range.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
The fourth quarter is here. The final 8 minutes start now.
Back here on 103.3 The Range as the fourth quarter is about to get going here. Bronx will start with the basketball going from left to right, leading 56-41 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. As the Bronx will start with it. Tigers being outscored in that third quarter. The Bronx did outscore the Tigers 24-13. Hine has it for the Bronx. Final 8 minutes are here. As Spomer was trying to get it, it's out of bounds. Stays with the Bronx. And the Bronx will inbound it from the baseline. Hazel will inbound it. Bronx are setting up that they got everybody in the paint. Inbound to McCartan. There's a swing to Hine. Hine, he's matched up there by Plastead. Now they'll give it off now to Hazel. They'll reset the offense. 15 seconds in to the fourth quarter. Hine to Hazel. There's a swing to McCartan. He'll fire a three. Oh, missing that and everything. Hine from all the way near the midcourt stripe was going to try to save it, but it's out of bounds, and the Bronx will turn it over. That was a 28-second possession for the Bronx to start the fourth quarter. First crack for the Tigers in this fourth quarter. Bell on the near side, gives it to Romer. Now backhand off to Bell for three, and Bell is having himself a day. Bell with 18. Bronx leading by 12. 56-44 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Tiger fans getting loud here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Hine gives it to Spomer. Spomer will swing it to Ball at the top, matched up there by Hollingshead. Back now to Hazel. Ball sets the screen. Hazel spins the paint, lays it up and in, and good. Hazel gets the first points for the Bronx in this fourth quarter. Bell give it. Here's Hollingshead for three, trying to respond. Ball with the rebound. Give it to Hine quickly. Now to Hazel. They'll slow things down and set the offense up. So we are over 90 seconds in the fourth quarter. McCartan's at the top. Matched up by Ball. Here's the screen. McCartan was looking for Hine on the cut. And just a little miscommunication there by both those guys. They'll quickly know that they're back on the same page. 6:18 left to play. And now we got discussions. One official, I think he was claiming that it was Cody basketball, but I didn't see that being the case from our vantage point, at least. Bell with the slow jog up the court. It's matched up there by Hazel. Offensive foul is going to go against the Tigers, and Romer will pick up the foul.
Tiger foul number 45. We got number Romer, third personal, first team.
So back to Cody. There's error on our stat sheet. 6:06 left to play. Hazel over the midcourt stripe as the Tigers showing man-to-man defense. Ball's at the top. Guarded by Hollingshead. There's a swing to McCartan. McCartan on that left corner. Now he'll bring it back. As he's going to think about a three-fire. 3 shots blocked back. Bags Ball with the grab. Count the bucket as he puts it back up and in. Maddox Ball, the much-needed bucket. He had a 3 in the third, but really hasn't been able to get the scoring going, but he has scored at every quarter so far and has a chance for a 3-point play. Fouls on Hollingshead. He'll pick up his second. This to make it 17-point lead. That's the case. 61-44 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. As Hollingshead gives it to Bell. Bell's going to fire for 3. That one's good. And we've seen this from the Douglas game, and they had multiple three-point shooters kind of have a game, but that three-point shot from against Cody has kind of bit them this season, at least in that game against Douglas. Right now, it's not hurt them in this Lander game. Something to watch out for. St. Clair or Hollingshead will give it back up to Bell. Won't be surprised if they try to set up a shot for Bell. Place dead. Hollingshead. Hollingshead's going to think about a 3. That one's short. Hazel will get the rebound. 5 minutes left to play. Hazel's over the midcourt stripe. Give it off to Hine. Matched up there by Playstead. Ball to Spomer in the paint. Spomer gives it off to Hine. Hine will give it back now to McCartan. Left side outside. McCartan now will back it up. We'll try to loft it in for a Ball as he's got the mismatch there as Bell is on the defense, but Ball shot a little too much off the glass, and Bell, what a save there for Larvey, and it's going to be out of bounds. It will stay with Lander. And Ball was questioning if that was last touched by him or Larvey, and the officials say it is last touch by Ball. 4:28 left to play, 61-47. And timeout taken by the Tigers. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. 4:28 left to play, 61-47 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back after this 30-second timeout on 103.3 The Range.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
You're tuned into Cody High School basketball live on 103.3 The Range.
61-47 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. 14-point lead for the Cody Bronx. Timeout taken by the Tigers. I have them down to 3 timeouts. I haven't seen Cody take a timeout yet, and at least the games that we've seen Cody and Gillette and now today, it's McCartan doesn't usually take many timeouts. I haven't seen him, and maybe that's just me thinking out loud here, but I could be definitely wrong in this case. Tigers will have it on the baseline. For the Bronx, Ball, Spomer, Bauer, Hazel, and McCartan. The 5 for the Cody Bronx in this one. Spomer will tap it to Hazel. Back to Spomer. He's got one behind him. He'll lay it up and in is Trevor Spomer. So that was a nice job by Spomer to tap it back to Hazel. Nice job by Hazel to realize that he was ahead of the Tiger defenders there. Plastead. Lofted off to Hollingshead. He's at the elbow. Give it off down to St. Clair at the free throw line. He'll pull it up, fire it, and drop it in. 63-49. 14-point lead. Hazel. 4-2 is good. Hazel now with 18. He'll be the second Brock in the 20 points tonight. Hollingshead will give it off to Bell. Bell is matched up there by McCartan. There's a swing to Plastead. Plastead to St. Clair. Pump fake 3. Here's the drive in from the paints. Off the back iron. Rebounded there by Plastead. Pump fake. He spins. He'll try to take a second shot. That one will drop. Porter Plastead. I believe that is his first score it is of the night. Drops the lead back to 14. Hazel slows it down. For the Bronx, it's Bauer. Right side, outside. Give it off now to Spomer. Now to McCartan. I have a potential mismatch there for Bauer if they elect to go for it, but Spomer will give it up to McCartan. There's a swing now to Hazel. Hazel will give it off to Spomer, who had to go back and get it. Spomer will try a right side layup and will lay it up and in. Spomer now with 6. 67-51, 2:32 left to play. Spomer shot deflected, ball. Didn't think he had that one, but it's going to be a foul on Maddox Ball. He'll pick up his third. It's going to be Romer at the free throw line. He went 1 of 2 in his last trip. The Tigers 4-6 from the charity stripe. Not many free throws in this one. We're going to have right now 20 free throws attempted in this one. The first free throw is good. Yeah, we'll get one more free throw here from Romer. Breyer checks back in for Cody. Smoker's going to make his way to the bench with 2:29 left to play. Cody looking to go to 5-2 on the season. Lander looking to go to 6-2 and get a top 5 win here. They do, again, have one over Douglas as Romer makes 2 of 2. Timeout taken by the Tigers. They take a full. We'll take a quick 30. 2:29 left to play. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows the Cody Bronx 67. It's the Tigers 53. We are back after this right here on 103.3 The Range. Back in 30 seconds.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
This is Cody Bronx basketball on 103.3 The Range.
2:29 left to play in the fourth quarter. It is the Cody Bronx leading this one 67-53. Timeout taken by the Tigers. They're down to 2. Again, I unofficially don't have Cody taking a timeout yet in this one. Right now, the Tigers have outscored the Bronx 12-11 in the fourth quarter. Cody in that third quarter outscored Lander 24-13. And 2 free throws were made by Romer. And the Tigers are showing full court pressure. McCartan, Ball, Pryor, Hazel, and Bauer, the 5 for the Bronx. Hazel is going to get contact, but they're going to say it's out of bounds. And it's out of bounds on Cody, so they're going to say Cody turns it over. The Tigers get it back. Bell at the top. Goes down right side. Here's the handoff now to Gwena. Gwena looks to drive in left side, and I'm going to say a blocking foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Gwena. And this is the first time I've seen Coach McCartan get up and make his way towards the scorer's table. And he's going to ask, how's that on us? I'm not going to say anything. Again, like I say, I'm up here, not down there. What at the line to shoot 2 as the crowd is quiet for the first one, and he misses. One more here for Gwena as there was a whistle, but nothing comes out of it. Final free throw. He's good. 67-54. It's a 13-point lead, and this game is not done yet. Ball, kick out Pryor, swing to Hazel. Now to McCartan. McCartan's going to back up. Cody doesn't seem like they're going to worry about the clock out of bounds. Basketball stays with Cody. 1:52 left to play. If you're Cody, you might start thinking about that clock, because I believe this is the final year without a shot clock. I could be wrong. There might be another season without the shot clock, but either way, Cody can start kind of milking that clock down. And Hollingshead almost comes up with a steal. Fight for the basketball. Ball comes up with it. Long pass to Sowers, who quietly checked back in. Sowers for 2 is no good, and the Tigers will get possession. Under 90 seconds left to play. Bell will back up. Here's a steal from Hazel. Hazel is just going to lay it up and in. You know he can dunk, but elected to not do it that time. And a timeout taken by the Bronx, and that will be the first time Cody's taking a timeout. It's a full timeout. Take a 30 with 1:18 left to play. Final 78 seconds coming up after this 30-second timeout on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving, because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by Whiteout.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station. Final 78 seconds left to go, and the Bronx are up by 13. 67-54 is your score at the moment. Tigers will have the basketball. Timeout was taken by Cody, though. That was the first timeout they've taken in the contest. And Cody not going to bring pressure in the front court. As Bell will give it off now to Gwena. Gwena's going to pull it up quickly for 3. That's off the mark. Iron Eye, second chance for the Tigers. We'll get it back from Gwena. Iron Eyes in the paint, kick out St. Clair, pump fake 3. Here's a drive in, dishes it off to Iron Eyes. That shot's no good. Ball's going to give it off to Pryor, who can't secure the pass, and he'll give it off to Hazel now. Cody going to now try to really work the clock, and might be out of reach for the Tigers in this one. I mean, there's still plenty of time, but 13 points, and Cody really milking the time. Tigers have 2 fouls to give. Ball could have taken a 3, doesn't elect to do so. As ball spins, now he's going to drive in. Here's the give to Pryor, and Cody's just passing it around. Again, Flanner did have 2 timeouts to give, and final 18 seconds, the Cody Bronx are going to improve to 5-2 on the season. And the Tigers, who are ranked number 5 in the Wyoming Prep Coaches and Media Basketball Poll, is going to drop to 5-3 on the season. Long pass to Pryor, 15 seconds. As the Tigers don't elect to use a foul, but it's taken away by Gwena. And Pryor tries to reach. Here's a pass to St. Clair, taken away. And with 3 seconds left to go, Hazel tries to deflect. But Iron Eyes is going to get that shot to count. And that's going to be the final in this one. The Cody Broncs improved to 5-2 on the season, and we're going to step aside for this 2-minute timeout, and the Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show is coming up next. We're tuned in to Cody High School basketball live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. Final score on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard: Cody 69, Lander 56.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Broncs and Phillies. When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Broncs and Phillies.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Broncs and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just condition, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Broncs and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
Time now for our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show on 103.3 The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com.
It's the Cody Bronx taking this one over the Lander Tigers, 67-56. Again, that last second shot in the fourth quarter for the Tigers did count. That is counted here on our scoreboard. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 67-56. The Cody Bronx improved to 5-2 on the season, and they will be in level next Tuesday. A lot of Tuesday games, it feels like, this season for the Cody Bronx, but we'll tell you more about that here in just a little bit. Let's take a look at how the quarters gone for both these two teams. The Cody Bronx did outscore the Tigers in every quarter but the fourth. 12-11 in the first, 20-17 in the second, 22-13 in the third, and 15-13 the Tigers did outscore in the fourth quarter. Unofficially, I had the Cody Bronx score 28 shots, and also for Lander, 21 made shots in the contest. From three-point land, the Tigers did outshoot the Bronx from three-point land. 7 for Lander, 4 for the Cody Bronx. Free throw line was dead even, both making 7 shots. However, Lander had more attempts with 2 more attempts from the line. And again, only 22 free throws in the contest. You think in games like this might be just a little bit more, and sometimes that's the case, sometimes it's not. That was not the case tonight for either one of these two teams. Coming up on the Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody, we're going to also recap the individual statistics. We do have our State Farm agent, Jen Talich, player of the game to mention, and also I do plan to talk with head coach Jay McCartan if we do have a moment. So with that, we're going to take a timeout, and when we come back after this 2-minute timeout, we're going to have those individual numbers and more team stats in this contest. You're tuned in to Cody Bronx basketball coverage live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. Again, the Cody Bronx winning this one on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 67-56. Back in 2 minutes on 103.3 The Range.
The Range.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you at the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
We continue our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show. Now back to the court with the voice of Cody Sports, Wyatt Barichka.
The Cody Bronx with the win over the Lander Tigers. It was a final of 67-56 in the contest, and we'll double check on that as well. Again, the Cody Bronx with the lead in this one. Take a look at some individual numbers. It is right now for the Tigers led by it was led by Peyton Bell with 21 points. Keaton Iredeyes finishes with 8. Paxton Hollinshead with 5. Noah St. Clair with 7. And Porter Playstad with 2 points in the contest. For the Cody Bronx, it was led by Grady McCartan with 21 points. Jackson Hazel finished with 20 points. Max Ball with 10 points in the contest. Trevor Spomer and Parker Heim both finish with 6 points in the ball game. Joshua Sowers also picks up 4 points in the contest. That is your look at the individual statistics. Again, we are planning to try to talk with head coach Jay McCartan, and I know that Cody will have to get on the road, so we will do what we can, and I know if he does it, totally understandable. We do know he's got a lot of travel he's got ahead of him, especially now with it going to be probably closer to 11:30 midnight for them to get back home in Cody. Individual statistics, and we'll talk about more of this contest as well. 8 lead changes, 6 ties was the official numbers that I personally had in the contest in this one. It is, again, the Cody Bronx in your Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show, winning this one on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard 67-56. We'll step aside. 2-minute timeout. We're back after this right here on 103.3 The Range.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by Whiteout.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
This is Cody Bronx basketball on 103.3 The Range.
Final here in the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse, your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. It is the Cody Bronx 69, Lander 57. I'm here with head coach Jay McCartan. Coach, you got me here?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Coach, first off, congratulations on the win. One day with everybody back from the winter break, and you guys pull off a win. Just kind of first initial thoughts of this contest.
You know, I thought Lander's a very good basketball team. They get up and down, and they do a good job, and it was a hard-fought first half. I thought starting the second half, I thought our guards defended a little bit better, and we were able to get a little bit of a lead, and then they called the timeout, and I was, we talked about winning the timeout, and we had some momentum, and the momentum didn't shift at that point in time. I think that's the maturity of having the seniors that we do have. So, yeah, I thought it was a very hard-fought victory. I think Lander's a very good basketball team. So I'm very proud of these guys.
I think the one player that, when I was going back that was not playing, he ended up pulling off a big game for Lander defensively. But you were saying your three players, Maddox Ball, Grady McCartan, Jackson Hazel, all got to have those kind of 20-point games. But you had two of them tonight. Just talk about, just the team in general and how they responded, knowing that, those points are going to have to be a factor later on.
Well, I thought Parker Hine responded early and made some big shots early, and he's kind of that X factor. I thought Trevor, Spomer was unbelievable on the glass, got us extra possessions, had a couple big rebounds, got the steal on the out-of-bounds play for the layup at the other end. So everybody's starting to fit into their role, and that's something that we've talked about a lot, understanding your role, understanding what we need to do, and we're still learning those. Through the first 2 weeks of play, we're trying to figure out what everybody's role is, and they're starting to mold into what we need them to mold into. So I'm excited about the way we're going.
Again, Coach, it's a big win, but, that first half, I had officially had 8 lead changes and 6 ties. That game was just, back and forth that first half quite a bit, but that second half, you guys held on to that lead.
Yeah, and I think there was a couple things, later in the second half, particularly in the fourth quarter, where we were getting to the rim. I thought we were doing a really good job, and then all of a sudden we revert back to some of the things like, I'm open, I'm going to shoot the 3 ball when we don't need to. So again, that's the maturity thing that has to continue to evolve, and called the timeout, got them settled back down, and we extended the lead again by doing what we do. So it was good for our kids to learn through this game.
I got to ask you what your timeout emphasis is, because I hardly see you take a timeout, Coach. Is it just kind of how the game's going for you guys, or when you particularly like to take your timeouts? Because you hardly take any, at least from what we've been seeing.
I try to save them as long as I can, and that's come from the 4A, spectrum, so to speak. I want to have some things to go to it late in the game, and tonight we didn't have to call a timeout. Actually, I called the timeout when we had two consecutive possessions where it was one pass casted up, and then we ended up turning it over, so we had 3 empty possessions, and we were doing things that we don't want to do. So good opportunity to teach and learn at that point in time, and I thought the kids did a good job responding.
Is it weird, because just from personally watching Lander for a couple of years, but they tend to run a zone a little bit more defensively. How do you approach a team that their main defense is zone instead of man-to-man?
Well, I really thought their zone was very effective against us. But then when we were able to push it out and get a little bit of a lead, again, I think that boils back to, like, Parker hit a couple threes, Grady hit a 3, and all of a sudden, you're extending your lead to 6-8 points, and then that forces teams to go, okay, we're still going to press, but we got to go man-to-man. And then I think when guys go man-to-man against us, I think that provides an opportunity for us to get by guys off the dribble. And, it's something we don't know. I don't know. I expected the 3A to play more zone than the 4A did, but you just don't know sometimes. And we were prepared for that. I thought we ran a really good play to start the second half against their zone, got an easy look for Maddox right off the bat, and I thought that worked well. I don't think we executed that play early in the first half. We just missed it. So, there's things that we got to get better at, and we're going to continue to improve. We got guys, we got to get to practice, and we'll still see some growth with that. And I'm just excited with the way our kids are playing right now.
Well, Coach, I won't drag on with this Lander game much, because, you get to see him one more time, and it's actually your first home game.
Yeah.
You get to see this team. First off, I got to ask you, I asked you this off our pregame interview yesterday, but the court, it felt like, sometimes with a court like this, it's hard to adjust with the lighting and everything. It didn't seem like it factored your team one bit in this game.
No, yeah. That's kind of the thing that we've been preaching. Like, everything's on the road right now. The basket, it's the old Hoosiers scenario. The basket's still 10 feet. The free throw line's 15, and that's 19-9 from 3. So everything's the same. You can let that impact you if you choose to let it impact you. But really, it is what it is. You got to go play, and I think if we're able to win on the road, guess we're the regional tournament is going to be in this gym, so we better figure it out, and I don't think our guys let that stuff affect them. I think, again, we have 6 seniors, but we have 4 that are playing right now. The other 2 are injured, but that's maturity and that's leadership from those guys, and I'm proud of that.
Well, Coach, the rest of the week you have no games coming up, so how are you going to approach the rest of this week, knowing that the next week is going to be basically you get one practice on Monday and a Tuesday game?
Well, I'm giving them tomorrow off. It's going to be a late night tonight, finals week. Those kids have to go talk to their teachers, make sure they're getting their stuff taken care of, and then we'll hit the gym again on Thursday and Friday and work on. We'll watch film and work on what do we see that we didn't like. How do we continue to improve on some of those things? And then again, it's getting ready for level. And level's on Tuesday, and then we go and play that Bighorn Basin tournament. Going to get 3 games there. We got 4 games next week. It's going to be, we're going to have to get ready to go, So is what it is. Next game on your schedule, Coach. That's the best way to put it.
That's right. Coach, anything I left out? I know it's going to be a long road trip back, especially with the road conditions. Anything you want to mention before we head into the break?
No, I'm very proud of these kids. And thank you again. I can't thank you enough for coming and putting your stuff out there so our folks and fans all over in Cody, but I have a stepmom in Texas who watches. So thank you for putting it out so she can watch her grandkids play basketball. So it's good. Thank you so much.
Shout out to her all the way from Texas.
Yes,
I always tell people to chime in on the chat and let us know where they're watching from. So, Coach, I appreciate your time. Safe travels back. We'll talk to you later this
Thanks
week.
for the coverage, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, Wyatt.
Head Coach Jay McCartan getting the win here against the Lander Tigers. We're going to take a final 2-minute timeout and wrap this up. The Cody Bronx again winning this one 69-56. We'll continue the Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show right after this.
Places. We have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Kenya's Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Kenya's Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Kenya's Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Kenya's Therapy. Visit kenyastherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
We continue our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show. Now back to the court with the voice of Cody Sports, Wyatt Barichka.
Final here from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse as the Cody Bronx take care of business tonight against the Leander Tigers in a non-conference slate, as there's some confusion if this was a conference or a non-conference game. This one's not going to count. The one that will take place in Cody between these two teams on January 25th will count for the conference standings. Again, the Cody Broncs win this one 69-56. The Cody Broncs improved to 5-2 on the season as the second-ranked team in Class 3A, and we do have a couple more obligations. Our player of the game, it's presented by State Farm agent Jen Tallich. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We're going to give it to Parker Hine, and I was talking with Coach, and he mentioned just how those two buckets from Parker were big in the game to start it off, and getting his first start as a sophomore and playing the way he did. He had a great performance. So, again, he finishes with 6 points, but sometimes it's not about the points. It's about how you're helping the team out in other ways that might not show up on the stat sheet. Again, Cody wins this one 69-56. And next for Cody, well, it's another Tuesday doubleheader. The Cody Phillies will take on the Lady Bulldogs from Level at 5:30, and then they'll play, the Broncs will play the Bulldogs right after that. So about 7 o'clock will be that start time. We'll have that coverage right here on 103.3 The Range, as well as online at myheartmountainradio.com. Again, the Cody Broncs on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard win this one 69-56. Again, big thanks to McKenna back in the studio, and for the entire Heart Mountain Broadcasting team, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Cody Broncs basketball and Cody Phillies basketball right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting station. We're going to send you back to your regularly scheduled music.
The preceding has been a presentation of Cody High School Athletics and 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting station. Now back to Wyoming's genuine country.